wild stories you've not heard before. Echoes through the air, they roar. Unleash the beast, let your spirit soar. Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that seal the mundane taste. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Deadbeat Radio. Stuntman Marky Rambo Rap. Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that steal the mundane taste. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Deadbeat Radio. Stuntman Marky Rambo Rap.
Oh shit. So how's everybody doing? Matt, Mark.
Doing well. Doing well. Can't complain. Hope everyone out there is doing all right. We'll mention, because I think it has to be mentioned, very sorry to people out there in California and LA. Wish you guys the best out there. If anyone's in the chat who's near that area, hope you're safe. Hope your friends and family are safe. I'm sorry that your mayor is a dumb fuck and your governor's a dumb fuck. And they were more about DEI and diversity than, I don't know, filling the reservoirs up with water, which is something you kind of need for a place that has a fire every 3 months. And apparently they have over $50 billion in damage. So more than likely, even if it stopped now, it would take like 15 years to rebuild. At least 10 to 15 years. And it hasn't stopped yet. So it's a whole clusterfuck because of stupidity and those leaders.
Same.
Go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I was going to mention that as well. I mean, right before I got on, I just saw that James Woods lost his house. He was in tears about it. So, I mean, obviously he's an actor, not that his house doesn't matter, but what is it like for those people that don't have the money that he probably has to rebuild? I mean, insurance is only going to take you so far. I'd imagine your real world possessions are a whole other thing.
Yep. I don't think a lot of people have insurance. Didn't they say they canceled a bunch of insurance over there right around the time before these fires?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, listen, I'll say this not to get political because I don't want to get political at all, but just the government in general, you can always leave it to them to fuck everything up. If you're holding on to any beliefs out there that the government is going to help or save you in any kind of situation, no, this is just another example. They just fuck everything up that they possibly can. And it's sad, man, because like you said, there's billions, there's people that are losing their house, probably losing their lives. I mean, just insanity.
Yeah. But Steve Gruenberg's helping, so maybe he'll
I did see the goot. Yeah.
Yeah. He's out there helping. So Mahoney.
Dude, that dude is one of the most sincere, nice guys I've ever seen on Instagram or anything like that. His Instagram is hilarious because it's just him doing motivational speeches and things like that all the time. And then in this, he's basically trying. I don't know if you all saw the clip that Rambo sent me. I had seen it too, where it's the goot out on the street, basically telling people don't just park your cars there where the fire trucks can't get through. Leave your cars, and he was basically saying, "I'll move." He's like, "I'll move your car."
Yeah, leave the keys in there.
Yeah, leave your keys. in the car. So yeah. On
He's
the
the
polar opposite, no pun intended though, we're in like fucking the Thing style blizzard over here where I am. Like
Okay.
we just got like 4 more inches of snow today. Like we left the house maybe twice in the last week, and
Mm.
like it just keeps like snowing and ice and shit. And I live on top of a hill, so it makes it even like worse because I can't get down without like slip sliding all over the fucking hill. So yeah, it's like this part of the world is in a fucking tundra, and the other part of the world's burning to the ground. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough here too. Not quite as bad, but I'm sure we'll get there. Hopefully not, but we'll see.
Yeah,
This is like the only time I'm fucking happy I live here because
you're right in the middle. Nothing's going on.
it's 41 degrees and no snow. There's so that's the only time. So I guess you count your blessings.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a time right now.
Jeez.
So that being said, let's go ahead and get this out of the way because we don't want to fucking be a bummer for that long. It's time to rip the slip. Rip the slip. Mark, you're gonna hate this one too when you see what it is.
Oh no.
Read it. Read the remark. Read the super chat, Mark.
I'm reading it.
No, out loud.
Oh my god.
Read out loud.
Hello, Rambo. My god. No.
Read it.
May you please rip up a slipcover this fine Friday night. Also, I'll throw down $25 more if you could smash a steelbook with a hammer. I'm serious. Why? Why do you want this to happen? Eerie guts. Like,
Well, the second thing first, I don't have many steel books, and to get a hammer, do all that, that's a lot of work. Maybe if it's like $100. If you said $100, sure, but I like this movie, but this slipcover does suck. But this is a very good movie, and Mark will like it.
no, oh come on. Why that dude? No, oh come on. I think you did that on purpose. Like he's like, let me go find a movie that I know he likes and just riff that one.
Why not? That makes it more entertaining.
Oh man. Why don't you rip up Sonic? And I don't want to hear anything about some fucking book either. Oh, keep the book inside.
Well, if you keep saying yes, then I won't do it. You want, unless you just said the super chat, Mark. There you go. Rip up Sonic.
Don't rip up anything.
That should be your super chat, Mark. Just say, "Don't rip up anything."
Yeah,
on
give me
screen.
$20 to not
Yeah.
rip anything.
Oh God. So yeah, thank you again, Eerie Guts,
Yeah, thank you.
providing that. Charles says the suggestion: the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
Still
come
bug.
on.
Damn.
I do have that, but it's too much work. I gotta go get the hammer and set up. It is a lot of work. Send me
Yeah.
100.
So
There's no amount of money.
The mayor is all equality. If I didn't do it, I'd be racist. It's equality. DEI diversity. We're diverse here.
that's what we're here for. Yeah.
We're all for diversity.
Okay, so let's go to the chat real quick. We got Justin's in here, Matthew Hoare, Brett Stroll, good to see y'all, Caleb Lynch, Crystal, Randy Ruiz, Nubbins, Cade, Matthew Hoare, Fat Pig the Conqueror, as always, Jeremy Power, Juster Damas, Witch Hunter, Jesus, Alex Sanchez, Magic Hands, Caleb Farrar. There's like a shit ton of people. Big Marvel. So there's a lot. And thanks to everybody for being in here. So the premise of this show, as determined by Mark, is for not only us to give our takes, like hot takes, like things that aren't like, I guess, normal kind of, opinions about things, but also for you guys in the chat to throw out like some of yours, and we'll read them off in here as well.
Oh yeah.
So this should be interesting because, like, I know Rambo has some takes that fucking. I've got at least 20 different things that I wrote down that I consider to be maybe like outside of the norm. We can confine these to movies, entertainment, stuff like that. I guess that'd probably be for the best because, like,
yeah.
it's untelling what hot takes people have. They're gonna be like, there's gonna be shit in here like, I
Yeah.
really like the Klan. It's like, no, not those kind of hot takes. Like, let's not do that. Like, I think Hitler was misunderstood. No, we're not. That's not what we're looking for. Let's confine it to movies.
You're not Kanye West.
No. Vincent Kennedy McMahon said on Twitter all his legal issues. I saw that. Yeah, he said
Mhm.
case is closed. There's nothing else to report. It was just a big misunderstanding, and we can all just move on. And he can go do whatever the hell that he's doing now. I guess.
How does that all work?
It doesn't. He's fucking crazy. Like,
He's Vince McMahon.
yeah, he's just saying whatever. I mean, there probably was a case, like some sort of. I'm sure there was a civil case or something that is over with now, but none of that is probably really over with. So let's see. That's a good question. Justin says, "Is there any movies that are off limits for Rambo to rip up?"
I mean, slipcover wise, not really. If you really want to pay for that, they're just slipcovers.
He can be bought. So
Everybody's got a price.
yeah.
Is Rambo the real identity of slipcover Steve? Yes. Yes, he is. That guy doesn't even exist. As a matter of fact, it's just Rambo. Y'all didn't know it? Oh, okay. Yeah. So the comment was Vince was the SEC, not the trafficking. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's full of shit yet again. Like,
Mhm.
all right, who wants to start?
I think it's Mark's idea. He should start.
Well, I seem to always start, so I'm going to throw it off on Rambo because I just know you're going to piss more people off than I will. So all the more reason for you to start first.
All right. Okay. I have stuff written down too. I'm seeing which one to look at first and mention first. Okay. Well, you know, you have to say start big or go home.
Oh, shit.
I think that the original Exorcist is boring as shit.
Yeah.
The only one I like is the third one. I saw The Exorcist twice as a kid. I fell asleep both times. I don't care about a girl jacking it with a fucking cross and spit pea soup. And I get it, but I like the James Woods version better. I liked Exorcist 3. That's the only one I liked. Exorcist, I respect what it did, but I think it's a fucking bore to sit through. It's fucking boring as fucking shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna piggyback off that with my number. This is number 13 on my list. The Exorcist is a better movie than Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th.
Okay.
So there we go. Oh God, I think Rambo and I are at the entirely opposite ends of that spectrum.
Yeah. I'd say so.
I just Exorcist 3, I always gravitate more towards the acting, the characters, the dynamics between George C. Scott and Brad Dourif. The first one, I respect what it did, but with all the other films of that era, like Alien, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, they just do it for me more. I guess the shocking stuff wasn't shocking to me because I heard so many people bring it up, and then when I watched it, even as a kid, I went, Okay, she's jacking it to a cross. Gross, but she's pissing on the ground. Okay, she pissed her pants. I'm not scared of people pissing their pants. As long as I'm not doing it. And pea soup. I mean, I first saw that in The Burbs. It was in The Burbs, so we watching TV with the pea soup. So anytime I think of that, I always think of The Burbs and Tom Hanks watching it. So I didn't. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Hanks is on my list too, by the way.
That is
funny when we get to that. No, I mean, I think that it's more about, to me, like with that movie, just the whole mythology behind the movie and how it was made and what it represents. Like the movie itself was probably shocking back in '73. Like there's been a million movies that are more shocking than that now, for sure. But I've always liked Friedkin's style of directing better than most other directors in terms of like the documentary feel of like his movies and things like that. So that's the reason I would put it pretty far ahead of the others.
Well, yeah, I respect the stuff that like that weren't made, but I mean, I wasn't there back then, so I can respect it, but I wasn't there back then. I had seen so many other stuff before then, and hell, they did movies like Child Bride was a movie. That was stuff that wasn't made back then. It doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh, I love Child Bride. It was crazy back then. It's like, no, I don't need to watch the shit. I don't need to like the shit.
Let's see. You're not cool unless you pee your pants. Billy Madison, so killer. Are they going to have a viewer hot take section?
Yeah, you put it in the chat right
that's
now.
What I was thinking. Yeah, that's kind of what we want to do.
For everyone out there, if there's a film you love, everyone hates, or there's a film you hate, everyone loves, say it in the chat, and he'll read it out.
Yeah,
hot take: 2014 Ninja Turtles was the best of the live action movies.
You full of shit, TJ.
Wait a minute, Ram. You can't just shit on everybody's hot takes. That's not how this works.
They do it to me. I know TJ's a good guy. He's been on my chat, so it's fun.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen any of those movies, so I would know if all of them are worth a shit or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Mikey saying he had a boner and fart in his brother's faces, then yeah, you'll think that's the best movie. So I guess TJ loves boners and farts. That's what's in that movie.
I'm not sure. Oh, here comes a super chat. Charles says, oh shit, there's another one. Holy shit, really? Oh man.
Oh no.
God damn it, Rainbow.
I didn't even do it.
So real quick, hot take: Alien 3 is better than Aliens. The Xenomorph in Part 3 has a lot of character, looks amazing. The one in Aliens looks clunky as hell.
A lot of character. What? He has a backstory.
Don't get him started on this.
He has a backstory. He lost his dad.
I was going to say the same thing. Like,
drug.
what kind of character does it have?
So
it looks like shit.
Here Guts just sent Rambo.
Read it, Mark.
Okay, Rambo. I'll use my remaining slipcover ripping funds for this. Sorry to make you get up and go find a hammer. Also, please don't hurt yourself. And use protective eyewear if available. Dent that shit up.
Well, I guess while you do your things, I'll be back. I'll be back.
He's gotta do it.
I didn't think he'd do it. That's why he said 100.
Oh.
I'll be back.
At least get a shitty movie. I don't know.
This is bound to be great though.
Shit.
Okay, so while we're waiting though, this is an interesting take. The Shining is an overrated. Yes, Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. That is definitely
to each their own, I guess. I mean,
yeah, I don't agree with that, but
neither do I. But okay.
God bless them for it. Yeah, Alien 3 is depressing. have to agree with that. Yeah, Charles says he doesn't like The Shining either. Hot take from Matthew. Hulk Hogan's Mr. Nanny was better than Thunder in Paradise. I'm not sure any of that shit was better than anything.
Yeah, they're all just
I
shit.
don't know if that yeah. You know what? You're gonna hate this, Mark, but like I think I would replace 5 with 3. I think 3 is more entertaining than the first one. I do agree with that.
I mean, between 2, 3, and 4, I would say that those are all more entertaining than the first one. So, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that. I'd watch probably any one of those more than I would the original, and I like the first one a lot.
Yeah, the 5th one, I really just like Michael Park. I don't think the movie is good at all.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know about that. I don't know about part 5 being more enjoyable. I mean, maybe if you just like bad shit, I guess, but yeah, 5 is pretty bad, but I still like it. But hey,
here's a hot take. Devin Sawa's physical performance in Idle Hands is on par with Bruce Campbell's in Evil Dead 2. Nah.
yeah, I mean, it's
Nah.
you know, I started to think for a second, like there's so much more range in what he did. Although, of course, he does do it for the whole movie and not like, I guess, what, 20 minutes in Evil Dead 2?
Dude, there's so much nuance in what Bruce Campbell does in Evil Dead 2, though, that like people really like look over. Like, you know, the scene where he's like everything's laughing around him and he starts fucking freaking, and then he like starts mimicking the lamp and everything, like going up and down as he's like losing his mind. I mean, there's so many great scenes in that movie like that like I don't think anybody's performance is better in terms of like slapstick physical comedy than Bruce Campbell's in that movie in terms of a horror film.
Right.
Did I see your proposal? You wanting to get married? I mean, it's 2025, but I don't think I'm up for it. Kind of got my whole other thing going on here. No, I did not see the proposal.
Let me go back up. Maybe he's talking about something. Oh, I see what he's talking about.
What's he talking about?
Go back up a little bit.
Where you at, Jackson Jack? It's not that one, is it?
I think I mean, that's the only one I see. I think that's what he's talking about.
You talking about this?
Yeah.
Didn't have it. I mean, that's a hot take.
That is.
Yeah,
Again,
same.
we're trying
Same.
to keep it on movies, everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I did not want to see happen.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Rambo's getting like a power drill.
Cool, Alexander. Glad you can watch.
Yeah, this is the episode where Stuntman has a stroke.
Hopefully, I don't. Who knows what the hell he's going to come back on here with?
That's not a hot take, Bobby. I actually agree with that. Like, Punky Brewster was indeed awesome.
See, I barely remember that. I mean, I have images of it in my head, but I never like watched it. So I don't really have an opinion on it.
I don't think this is a hot take either. I think this is 100% true. Like, Ghostbusters 2 is better than Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I would think everybody thinks that.
I hope nobody thinks Afterlife's better than the 2. Oh, God. Hold on. Let me full screen this because we don't want to.
Well,
He's got a power drill and not a hammer or something.
Yeah.
My hammer, I tried to see if I had a second one. The other one's outside is too damn cold, so I got these. So I figure since it'd be hard to do that,
God,
it'd
dude.
be like,
Just the noise.
Oh, man.
these pliers ain't that good.
Pliers ain't gonna do it, Rambo. That is just.
What are we doing tonight?
What
What's
are we
going
doing with our lives?
I'm having fun. I don't know what you doing.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
getting paid. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting
Yeah, I
paid.
see that.
Uh,
Paid off my pain. Oh
feel
no.
like a tuna can.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So far.
He's putting in the effort, Erie Guts. So
It's $100, so I better.
yeah.
What's your fingers? I'm just waiting for him to chop one of his fucking fingers off. That'd be a hell of a live stream right there. Yep, here it goes.
Oh,
Ah,
No.
God, the humanity.
So
That's
that's
making my ass pucker just watching this.
just like her.
Oh,
man.
Texas Pliers Massacre. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, everybody's thinking the same thing. Yes, Austin, that is exactly what happened. And handsomely, I might have.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he gonna put the disc now?
I was thinking that too.
He'll figure it out.
You know, at this rate, by the end of the year, you're not going to have like anything left. Because they're going to start paying for steel
I'll
books.
be honest. I've been putting more into these books that you put CDs in and throwing away covers because it saves up space. I just want the movies anyway, so
You're gonna make
they're over here. It's like,
Hey,
Do you have a limit for any of this? Like, I mean, you probably won't use
sky's the
fire,
limit.
but well, you're not going to use fire, right?
No, not in my home, especially. No,
Okay.
no fire. I thought like movies, like probably not. By the way, Erie does. Is this enough, or do you want me to do more?
I think that's pretty good. If I had to guess.
Damn near unrecognizable.
Jimmy Smith, bro, Rambo, what are you doing, man?
Nah, no fire.
Oh shit.
But the discs are secure.
Oh.
Discs are secure.
Yeah, that was the dark side. The sky said, Anthony.
So. Well, that was garbage.
Fart on.
Jesus.
Oh god. Okay.
It's nothing. It's just material. Who gives a shit?
That noise.
All right, where were we?
Okay. Oh, that was fun.
What have I missed?
Tom Cruise, an overrated actor, and I hate his sorry ass. Well, that is my number 9. Tom Cruise is a horrible actor, and he must have a deal with the Illuminati or some shit to keep getting in movies. That's my number 9.
Oh, thank you, Joe, for the super chat. Found it funny Michael Myers was driving a car. Well, yeah, you and Rob Zombie both. Thank you, Joe.
Card also says Hot Take Martyrs 2008 is a piece of shit. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll agree to that, Carter.
Oh.
Do you want this, Carter?
There hasn't been a good Chucky movie or property in general since Child's Play 3. God almighty. There's a lot of people that agree with that. I don't, but I mean, I get where it comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my God. You can't. I know he's just fucking around now.
Yeah.
Come on. At least, like, be serious.
Yeah.
Tarantino thinks on Ice Jackie Brown is his only movie I like, and it's based on a book he didn't write.
Wow, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a hot take. I mean, most people seem to think that that's his weakest. So the fact that's the only one you like, that's interesting.
What ones have you two said when I was gone?
Oh, we were just reading.
We were just reading the chat.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
there's like a million in the chat as it is right now.
Cool.
Mhm.
That's the point.
Let's see. Evil Dead 2, and Army Doctors are the worst in the franchise. What? What the fuck is left there? Are you talking about like the remake and the?
Evil
Yeah.
Dead Rise is his favorite.
Vanderhoff, clarify that just a bit. I guess you're talking about like the remake, and Rise is the only thing good.
If so, I'd like for you to take a walk down What the Fuck Avenue, because I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. right into the fucking give me a break part.
Yeah, because those movies are fucking horrible.
Matt, you'll love this one. Congo is better than Jurassic Park 2.
Yay.
I mean, I don't like Jurassic Park 2, so it's not that far off for me.
This is way out of left field, but killer. Bobby says that hot take Uncle Bill will be doing mukbang with Wingstop with chicken sandwich, boneless wings, and tenders. I fucking wish. Like, I'd love to have some like boneless wings right about now. Let's see. Salil Moon Fry was.
Is that a hot take?
No, I don't think that's a hot take. Most
Is that a
people.
hot take?
Bad Boys 2 is a terrible movie.
Well, most people think that. I like it, but that's not a hot take. Most people agree, but I love the film for. This is Michael Bay making an exploitation film. That's really what it is.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, it got a lot of flack. Like, people thought it was pretty bad for the most part.
But I love how exploitive it is. It's like dead bodies filled with drugs and heads popping off and car chases, and when people get shot up, they like explode and no regard for
Isn't
human
that
life.
like that's a running joke in Hot Fuzz too? Like they keep talking about Bad Boys 2 is like the
Mhm.
the template for like all action film.
It is. That's a good movie, Hot Fuzz.
I love that movie. By the way, just to backtrack, Rambo, don't do it. Chrome Troutman. Hot take. Everything released by Banner Syndrome's a piece of shit. I don't think that's that much of a hot take, really.
No, not really.
I mean, I'm going to be really honest. Like, I think 80% of what they release is shit. Like, at this point,
Mhm.
maybe like 2 out of 10 things that they release, like, are really worth buying.
Did you buy Iced?
No.
Have you seen it?
No, I've never seen it. I actually never even really heard about it until all this shit with Vinegar Syndrome.
For a reason.
I understand that, like, well, Lisa Loring's in it. That's like the main kind of selling point of it or something.
Mhm.
But she was in something else I watched too, and I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Hmm.
Let's
Are
see.
you gonna buy Iced?
Look, I kind of have a thing about slasher movies.
Could be Last Slumber Party all over again.
Exactly. I bought that. So, I mean, chances are I'll end up buying it just because, like, I collect slasher films no matter how bad they are.
Right.
This is not a hot take. I completely agree with this.
Yeah, I saw his last one, Red One, and yes, he should take a long break.
This is an interesting one. I kind of agree with it when I read it. Johnny Depp is a good actor, but he hasn't made a lot of good movies. I think that the problem is the ratio of bad movies to good movies. He's made a lot of movies in general,
Mhm.
and he's made a lot of good movies early in his, but like the ratio here lately, like back in like for the past 10 to 15 years has been so fucking
Yeah,
bad that like
it's tipped the scale. Like it's not good.
Well, what was his last good one?
Oh shit!
oh god, Brambo.
Well, I mean, that says it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'd have to go to IMDb just to see what the last good movie he made was. Really,
I get
Yeah.
shit. Was maybe Sweeney Todd? Maybe.
I mean, I'll put it to you this way: like I don't know when Black Mass came out, but I liked his performance in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't necessarily know if I like that movie or not, but like I thought he was good in it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
if
That would have been
after
after.
Sweeney.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
after.
The only good Halloween movies are 1 and 3. No, I can't go with that.
No. Yeah.
Wes, I see Wes's comment. Give it Mark shit. Wes is giving you shit, Mark.
About what?
Sweeney Todd.
Oh come on!
Oh,
You like
God.
fucking Dennis the Menace? Whatever, buddy.
Let's see. I'm way behind these comments, by the way. Yes, Spirit Crusher. Finally. Like
Mhm.
after, I don't know, over a year of waiting for that fucking thing to go on any kind of sale, like I finally got Sidekicks. That was the one thing that I bought from that friggin' sale. Was because it went down to $20 finally. But by the way, that Vinegar Syndrome sale sucked ass. I just want to come out and say that.
Yeah.
And
Probably
I finally,
the worst one they had.
yeah, I think so too. Like I finally got my shipping notification today about that fucking other shit that I ordered in November. So
Well, I didn't even realize till recently that yesterday was a holiday. They just made it because of Jimmy Carter's death.
oh, okay.
So he just all of a sudden called it a holiday, so the mail didn't go.
That's right. It didn't.
That's why there was no mail yesterday. Just all blue. It's a holiday now. Okay.
That's fucking random.
Just Jimmy Carter died.
The ending to Edward Scissorhands is bad. The messages are different, so you should isolate yourself from society. What the fuck kind of message is that? Yeah, that's one way to see it. Yeah. This is not a hot take. This is 100% fact. Vinegar Syndrome slip curves are way too sought after and go for way too much. Yeah.
Exactly. You see that, Wes? You see that? That's what you did for shit on virtuosity, motherfucker. This. All for you.
He did that. Wait.
Nah,
I thought, yeah, you did it for
nah.
$100. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. I just want to piss him off.
The Dark Knight was boring as fuck. The only good thing watching it in theater was that each minute was one less minute I had to watch. Damn.
Wow.
I don't. If there's one thing I would not call The Dark Knight, it would be boring. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can't agree with that at all.
I thought The Dark Knight Rises was kind of boring, but not the fucking Dark Knight.
Dark Knight is easily the best of the three. So that's crazy to say it's boring.
Yeah, I
But it-
guess.
But it is a hot take.
Yes.
It is a hot take. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay of a movie.
Oh my God. Thank you, Charles. Fucking thank you. Megan was bad, but a fun one-time viewing popcorn flick and way better than a lot of other crap that's come out recently. Yes. Both of y'all can go fucking sit on the theater.
Fuck Megan. Fuck
Exactly.
bullshit.
Megan is fucking terrible. It's just it's so
Well,
bad.
not according to Charles, so you take it up with him. A film that I like but everyone hates is Paycheck with Ben Affleck.
I liked it too.
I actually like, what is that one, The Accountant, with him in it?
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought that was a good film.
And they're
Nobody
doing a
talks about that
sequel.
I'm probably going to buy Crack House at some point. You know? Like, if I'm being honest.
So far, I hope you're doing well, man, with all that's going on in the world.
Yeah, same.
Felser, we're just giving out hot takes of stuff. I can only imagine. Like,
Yeah, show
Some of
him
the
your
ones that you have.
Texas chainsaw.
I got paid $100, and this is what's left of it. So it's garbage. So I'm the only one that gave a hot take so far, saying The Exorcist is boring as shit.
No, I've got a bunch. We can. I'm just so far behind on the fucking
Yeah.
chat. I was just trying to go through it, but we can hold on.
That was
Okay,
super chat.
here we go.
There's a super- What really is a super
wait.
chat there?
I don't think this is a hot take either. Prometheus utterly stinks. I used to really enjoy it, but not anymore. I think most people think that movie sucks ass. Yeah. At least I did. When I first saw it, I was like, this is fucking god awful.
Yeah, I've not been a fan of that one ever since I saw it. I remember when it came out, it had so much hype and people were pretty into it. But I think, like he said, now it's people turn the corner on that one.
Yeah, it's a bald ass albino dropping X files oil over the place.
Yep.
And then some fucking guy looking at a dit snake going, "Oh, I'm getting high on my suit. You look
I can't
pretty."
stand the way. What are those things called? I can't even remember the things in Prometheus, like the big wide-headed. They've got a name, but I can't remember it because I've tried.
The engineers, I think.
The engineers. I can't stand that look on those things either. It's just utterly
Mhm.
fucking ridiculous.
I just call them assholes.
Assholes would be perfect.
They deserve
Okay,
it.
here's one. I prefer at this point in my life Return to Oz as opposed to The Wizard of Oz.
I
Hmm.
can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Scarface is De Palma's 4th or 5th best movie.
Wow.
In my opinion, Dress to Kill, Carrie, Blowout, and what's the other one I'm forgetting, Mark?
Body Double.
Body Double are all better films than Scarface.
I mean, I wouldn't really disagree with that in a way. Like, I love Scarface, but that's not a hot take necessarily to me.
It is me bullshit. Scarface, I put number one.
Well,
Yeah.
I can
Who
see that for
didn't see
you.
that coming?
Yeah.
It's not bullshit. It's his opinion, but I do. Scarface is my favorite.
I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but I don't care for the Fast and Furious. I don't either. I don't fucking care about that franchise at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, at least hardcore film fans, don't really seem to be into that as much. There's probably a few out there that like it, but I could see that.
Wrestling died with the Attitude Era. I think honestly though, man, like people kind of they look back on that era as being really, really, it really wasn't that good. Like when I go back and watch a lot of stuff from that era, it's like,
Yeah. Would you say it's overrated, the Attitude Era?
Yeah.
I would. I
yeah,
would say it's overrated.
I
I-
totally think it is.
When you say wrestling died, are you talking about like, or this is more for Jackson Jack? Do you mean like the in ring? Because obviously the in ring's better now. So, I mean, are you talking about storytelling?
I get
Well,
what he's saying though, because like it was like the most popular time in wrestling history, probably.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, with the only other possible option being like the mid 80s with Hogan, but like I get it, but I just think that it's really people are nostalgic about it. They don't really look at like there was tons of awful shit that happened during that time period. Let's see. Do we got another super chat?
Yeah.
I know I'm the only one. I do not like The Substance. I went to see it and was looking forward to it, and it did nothing for me. Now I don't think you're the only one, but yeah, that's kind of a hot take.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
I could see why people wouldn't like that movie, especially the end of it as well. Somebody on here had that Halloween 3, or not Halloween 3, Home Alone 3 was better than Home Alone 2. Yeah, Motionless Zombie.
You relate to
Wow.
Roger Ebert, Motionless Zombie? Roger Ebert said the same thing. He thought Home Alone 3 was the best one.
Jesus, that's rough. Can we all shit on Return of the Living Dead 2 and 3? Return of the Living 2 and how 3 is a way better movie. I mean,
If
I
it was-
can. 'cause
I mean,
I
if
kinda
it
agree.
If it was right, sure, but
Oh, it's right. It's right.
Yeah, three is way better.
Two is better.
No, 2 is dog shit.
3 is dog shit.
We're going to go back and forth all day.
Two is pretty bad.
So's 3, but I think 2 is better.
No, 3's great. 2 sucks. Come on, Rambo.
Yeah, love those sewer scenes. Romeo and Juliet
Kristen
bullshit.
Dunst hasn't looked hot since Spider. That's just mean. That's not even a hot take. That's just mean. Let's see.
Later card super chat.
Eddie says, "Pays any take 2 people suck. Live by yourself, and you'll actually enjoy life." Thank you, Riley. God bless Bulls. Okay.
Got the super chat. Carter.
Let's see what Carter has to say. What the fuck? The Attitude Era rules. Doing a binge of it right now. Uncle Bill and Rambo lay off the keyboard cleaner. Yeah, I have been huffing a lot of keyboard cleaner lately, I gotta say.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, when I watch it Raw to Raw, SmackDown to SmackDown back in that era, it was pretty damn entertaining, I gotta say. I mean, there's so many talents in the ring and so many the characters, personas, and the storytelling. Yeah, there was bad shit. It wasn't perfect, but I mean,
so many PPs being chopped off, so many hands being birthed.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's bad shit, but I mean, that didn't dominate the product. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that the
moments in time.
The argument is always something like, everybody had something to do during the Attitude Era. That's true, but like a lot of it was fucking stupid. Like that's the problem, especially when Vince Russo took over. Like you look back at that period of time, like the stuff he was having people do was just like hot garbage. I mean, look at all those angles with like Kane and Triple H and just horrible fucking stuff that was going on that didn't make any sense. We got 2 super chats. I can't keep up. Super chats.
Yeah, there's so many coming in.
The Matrix Revolution is absolutely awesome. This one is one that I wondered if somebody would say about the Matrix. I don't agree with it. I think they're both awful, but it's definitely a hot take.
We discussed it before. I like all 3 of them.
Yeah,
there's crazy. No refunds, Felcher. I apologize. We can't give refunds to anybody, but we do appreciate your money. And
another guy sent one. Brett sent one to you.
God damn it, Bulls! What the hell? Oh yeah, Nightmare City is my favorite Italian film. I like Nightmare City actually. Yeah, it's an interesting like infected person's film.
I agree with you, Hopium. I think all 3 Matrix films are good. Aside from the Kentucky Fried Guy.
The Kentucky Fried Guy. Oh yeah.
The second movie. That was stupid. Yep. But I like all 3.
What? Androids like kissing your cousin. It's a kiss, but it's not right. That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
God damn. Felcher, you're rolling that trick or treat money. I know you are. No refunds. That's bullshit. Wait, did I send money again? Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned this, Tony, because I actually watched this today. The new Romero doc on Resident Evil. I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about. That's actually really good. Slippy's in that one too.
Oh, cool.
Brandon Salisbury created that one. He's actually on Alpha's chat quite a bit over on his channel. So,
nice. Yeah. And that's not available on physical.
I don't know. I just watched it completely legally on something.
Oh, okay.
I think you can get it on Prime. You can get it on pretty much any streaming service right now, from what I remember.
Okay. I look forward to
it. Hot take. Mario Bava is the true maestro of horror. People need to recognize and kiss the ring and spit shine the crown. Damn. Dirt.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the most influential. I'll say that for sure. Like nobody else is really close. So I had to come down like I think I missed quite a few, but I had to like skip some to get to a reasonable spot in the chat. Got another super chat, bulls. Hold on.
Damn.
Hot take: Kill Bill 2 is superior to Part 1.
Ooh.
I don't
Oh.
see. I can't
Yeah,
on that one. I've heard that.
I don't know about that one.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
I can't, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's where I'm more like into the action part of it. Like that movie, the end sequence of that movie is just insanely good when it comes to action.
I agree with you on that.
Let's see.
Thank you, Hopium. Yeah, but I like both of them, but I like the first one more.
Damn, Jackson Jack. Okay. You don't like Kill Bill.
Damn. Felcher's making it rain. You got all your money from Trick or Treat.
Look at this. Brandon's dog is very good. And oh, come on. How do I stop giving these fools my cash? You don't. You don't. You keep giving us money. We need it. I'm a poor Eastern Kentucky boy. And Matt's living in Texas somewhere we don't even know. Like he needs the money now. Let's see.
Mark, what is this was your idea. What's your
Yeah.
damn hot take? Have you said one yet?
Actually, no, I haven't. We've just been going through the chats. And by the way, thank you for everybody that's been participating. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I'm having fun just seeing everybody's hot takes. and
Wild, yeah.
all the super chats as well. Thank you guys.
Have you been having fun, Mark? Have you been having fun?
Just had to bring that back up.
Have you?
I'll give one that is probably going to be the one that'll piss most people off. So I'll just go ahead and say it. I think Star Wars is fucking overrated.
Here we go
And-
with this shit again.
It is. I never gave a fuck about any of those. They're fucking running around with like, oh, I got my lightsaber. Like,
Is that what they're
fuck it.
doing?
Yeah, they are, Rambo. Fuck that. People
the
shit
first
on.
three?
Yeah, they shit on. What is it? Spider-Man and like all these other fan movies like that.
Fan movie. What happened?
I don't know. Did he click off?
Disney got him for bashing Star Wars.
Disney fucking knocked him off. Yeah. Oh man.
Right what he's about to say is
Yep.
Disney got him.
Oh well.
Oh yeah. Slippy got you another one super chat.
Oh, hold on.
Wow.
What the fuck, Slibby? He's just shooting out money. Damn, son.
Damn.
As usual. Thank you. If you, I know you're not meaning to do this, but whatever you're not meaning to do, please continue to do it. He's back.
What happened? No sound.
Can't hear you, bro.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Disney
Hold
got
on.
him. Disney sent in a cease and desist for Mark to stop bashing Star Wars. Still can't hear you.
I don't know, but if you know this or not about Star Wars, but I just wanted you to know. This is, I'm not gonna have a bunch of fucking Star Wars hate in here, Mark.
Yeah, use the force, but you use
Yep,
sound bad.
I've made it sound go off with the force.
I'll say this. I think the first Stanners suck. I like Stanner Cop more. Never liked the first Stanners. That guy who's the lead fucking sucks ass. He can't act for shit. Michael Ironside's good, but the lead in Stanners fucking sucks. He can't act his way out of a fucking paper bag in a snowstorm.
Here's what I'll say though, real quick about Star Wars while Mark's trying to figure this shit out. I hate every Star Wars movie except for like the first two. Like, I'm on the fence with the third one with Return, but like all of the other movies, I can't stand, especially the prequels. Like if anybody in here like wants to defend the prequels, you're welcome to, but you would be wrong. Like I hate all those movies, and they're fucking hot garbage.
Hmm.
I don't think that's a hot take though.
Mark, did you try to say something? Can't hear you. Still can't hear you. I don't know. We can't hear you. I mean, I could have said we could and just let you keep talking.
Just keep it.
I got 2 super chats.
Holy shit! The Substance is it worse than Beau is Afraid?
No, The Substance is great. It's my favorite horror film of last year. It's a fantastic performance. Demi Moore, congrats on her win. I still don't understand why it's comedy.
It's a musical, Rambo. You didn't know that?
I didn't know The
Lots of
Substance
musical numbers in there.
I just like, well, we don't have horror, but I would, of those choices, I would still put a more drama than comedy musical, but that's just me.
Listen, I just want them to make a musical out of that movie. Now that's like even like connected, I want that to happen.
But yeah, Beau's Afraid, I'm not a fan of.
And then, speaking of Star Wars, the greatest and most superior Star Wars film ever made is Revenge of the Sith.
Just as you talked about the prequels.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I probably want.
It's a hot take.
Say something, Mark. Did you just say something? I thought I heard him. No.
No, nothing from Mark.
Punch it. Do something.
Can
Flying
you hear me
elbow.
now?
Yes.
Okay. So I picked up my mic playing
Yeah, for
around
your
like it's a
lightsaber.
lightsaber. Yeah. And I knocked the cord out the back. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
You knocked the cord out. Damn.
Yeah, and then the cord folds up and then it presses the key and then it takes out the fucking camera as well. So it's like all 1-2 punch with this damn mic. Okay. Anyway,
he really hates Star Wars. He wants to destroy his mic over it.
I sabotaged myself.
I
But what were
think
you-
that
Go ahead.
I think that Rambo will probably agree with this one. Ty West fucking sucks.
Yeah, he probably would.
Well, I mean,
I'd say that.
I like The Sacrament. I do like that one. I wouldn't say he sucks. It's just that some of his movies aren't my cup of tea. I did see he has talent. Like I said, I think The Sacrament was good, and
Yeah.
I can see he has talent. I wouldn't say he sucks.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I like, to some degree or another, all 3 of those films, and I like House the Devil. I like pretty much all of his movies. Innkeepers. Cronenberg in general is overrated. That's a hot take.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to at least admit that he has been influential to a whole subgenre of, which is body horror. Like that's, I don't know if that's debatable even. Like, but overrated? Maybe I could see that. I don't know. I
Is he
would say
overrated
yes.
though? Like nobody really like.
I could see
references-
somebody saying that, like, "Oh, he's not the best" or whatever. I mean, is it Metalik Mark? Yeah, you got some crazy opinions. I've been seeing your stuff in here, man. I mean, I wouldn't say he is.
I agree with that though. I think Prom Night 2 is actually better than the first one. I don't know about 3 and 4, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude,
about
Yeah,
that.
I can see that. Cardi sent you a super chat.
Carter says, "Nerd culture becoming super popular was one of the worst things that happened in America since now." I completely agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about to America, but maybe to films. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
Mhm.
that.
I mean, it really has gotten to the point now where it's overkill and like everybody is just so yeah.
Okay, I'll say this. I'll get this out of the
No.
way.
Uh-oh.
Fuck A24. Fuck Hereditary.
Mhm.
Fuck Midsommar. Fuck The Witch. Fuck The Bitch. Fuck all those movies. Fuck Beau is Afraid. Fuck A24 horror films.
Mhm.
They're some of the worst shit I've seen lately. They're pretentious as fuck. People act like fucking robots. Fuck them movies in their ass. Fuck those movies. Fuck Hereditary with the Birdie Team crown. Fuck Midsommar and the dumb shit in that movie. Fuck The Witch is boring as bitches. Sloppily sucking your dick and using too much teeth. Fuck all of them. Fuck all those movies. Fuck A24 horror films. Pretentious bullshit. Fucking horror films. God damn. You're right, Dirt. It is shit.
So
you
what you're saying is that you don't mind them,
Yeah, if they're not playing in front of me.
right?
If they're doing other stuff like comedy, drama, maybe some of them are good, but horror, fuck. It's like people that don't know how human beings work. Like the killing of a sacred deer. Just like now they got that unicorn comedy, like Death of a Unicorn. Get the fuck out of there. And Nosferatu fucking sucked too. I know that was A24. In my opinion, it did. A lot of people liked it with Nosferatu with this truck driver Burt Reynolds mustache.
I haven't seen that movie yet. I can't wait to see it.
He looks like fucking Burt Reynolds. Ready to do a fucking. It's not Smokey. He's not the bandit. He's just a goofy motherfucker. And this movie boring as shit, in my opinion.
So we'll run the
Fuck
gauntlet here of
Nosferatu.
responses. A24 does suck. A24 is shit. Uncut Gems is the best A24 movie. All the A24 horror movies he listed are good. Let's see.
If you like nothing happening,
David Fincher's that just came out of nowhere. David Fincher is overrated.
Wow.
I wouldn't agree with that. I like a lot of his stuff.
No, yeah, I wouldn't either.
And this time of a guy that hates Alien 3, but he hates it too. But I like Panic Room. I love The Game. I like Seven.
Yeah, I can't really get in with that one either. For Mindhunters, if nothing else, like Jesus, like or Mindhunter. Was it Mindhunter?
Haven't seen that.
Yeah, Mindhunter.
That was good.
That show is like one of my favorite shows, and they fucking canceled it, of course, after like 2 seasons. I think.
Oh, okay. What's the general plot if it's okay to ask a Mindhunter?
It's just about like this branch of the FBI that ends up becoming like profilers that they first kind of isolate that they can create a profile of serial killers like by interviewing like all of the known serial killers that are in jail. So like each episode will be like they'll go and see Manson, they'll go and see Kemper, they'll go and see and they'll interview them, and they have like people playing those roles. To some of them are really great at it, some of them are just okay, but like yeah, it's just it's I don't know, it's just a really good show.
I'll check that out sometime.
We
We got 2 super chats.
Oh god damn, what's going on tonight? I mean, I love it, but A24 is basically all my movies from the past decade. Hold on. Okay. Hot take. Me and Uncle Bill can agree on Longlegs is fucking awesome. Fuck you. Okay, I'm kidding, but Longlegs
Yeah,
is
he's-
awesome.
He's a good guy.
Ah.
Fuck that movie, man. That ending still doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
I fell asleep 3 times during Nosferatu, and those awful jump scares jolted me awake each time.
Zally.
I've got to see this movie.
Yeah, go ahead. It's the same goddamn movie as any other Dracula movie.
Hereditary is the biggest piece of shit ever. I say this to everyone. Damn,
That's what
it just goes around like, hey, you know, Hereditary is a piece of shit. Got the checkout line. Hey, you fuck Hereditary.
That was actually me. That's my other account.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
But I agree. I fuck Hereditary.
I haven't seen this movie.
Haven't seen it.
Everybody keeps talking about it, though.
Very divisive film.
A24 is definitely overrated, though I like to appreciate a few of them. Stanley Kubrick is overrated. Damn. Now that is a hot take.
Very.
I mean,
I can't. He's, I think, one of the best directors. Just like The Shining, 2001, Doctor Strangelove, Full Metal Jacket.
it's
those
like,
alone.
yeah. I mean, if you look at his
agree.
body of work, even like Eyes Wide Shut and stuff, like, I don't know if I could say he's overrated. That's a hot take, though. Good job.
Mhm.
A lot of people are, agreeing about that.
Wow.
I'm
I'm sorry.
afraid to know what it is.
Weston Warner. I don't know if you'll be able to put it up, but
Hold on, let me go to where it's at. I'm like 1,000.
Oh,
comments
I
on-
see it. Yeah, I don't know if you want
Yeah.
to put that up there.
Uh,
I can't help it.
I can't put that up. I wish I could.
That's great.
There's a lot of people that feel that way. I'm not amongst them though.
Me neither. I actually enjoy that one.
I'm half that way.
Oh.
If the monster was smart and not a dumb fuck.
Pattinson will go down as the best live action Batman. That's an interesting take.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's a hot take, but I never really liked Christian Bale as Batman. I never thought that was that great.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I could see Pattinson possibly going. It depends on what happens with the next couple that he does, but I actually enjoyed him. I didn't care for the movie, but I enjoyed him as the character. Solid as Batman.
I never made it through that whole movie. Like I tried, I really did, but I was just like,
Fucking 3 hours of shit. So fuck the Batman.
I like
That,
the
there's a
Batman.
hot take. Everybody seems to like that movie. I thought it sucked ass.
I like
Fucking 3 hours of shit. The fucking Riddler playing with
damn,
tape.
Mark.
It is, dude. Like, I mean, come on. Riddler's playing with tape and he's letting water out so he can flood the city. Fuck all that.
What's wrong with that?
That's stupid. Like, come on.
Come on, do it now. Come on.
I mean, I like I said, I've never gotten through it, but damn.
I liked the movie.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch him play with his cappuccino and draw question marks in the phone,
Well, yeah, ain't no point
it's
break.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, ain't no point break. Bunch of fucking surfing. Guess it ain't more surfing scenes than you like it.
Love both
I mean-
flicks, but Monster Squad is better than the Goon. No, it ain't. Like, I mean, I like the Monster Squad, but no,
Wow.
I can't. Rosemary's Baby. Well, fuck. I mean, yeah, I agree with that, but that Rosemary's Baby's a damn classic.
I don't think so.
You
That
don't
another
think
hot
Rosemary's
take.
Baby is better than Hereditary?
You think it's
No,
boring?
I think they both suck ass. Fuck Rosemary's Baby. And fuck the director too. A bunch of bullshit, and some bitch gives birth to some fucking Satan that should choke her ass. If it was like It's Alive, it would be better.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. It's boring as shit. Fuck Rosemary's Baby. Should have been aborted.
And there
Fuck
we
that
go.
movie.
The last slumber party. You need to fucking look, buddy. I can't on that one at all. There's no way. Super chat. Hot take. The best release of 2025 Slippy was Fright Night 2 4K.
Hey, let's make it happen.
It's probably gonna happen.
All people are agreeing with me. All right. Let's go. 2 so far. Fuck Rosemary's Baby. Fuck that little shit.
Uh-huh.
The little turd in the wind. Kick you like that wrestler. It was my fault.
Hot take. I didn't like any of the Ghostbusters. I like them as a kid, and I try to get
Wow.
an adulthood, and they're just not for me. All right.
Okay.
Damn. A lot of people agree with me on Rosemary Baby. I'm telling you.
Hot take. Romero's only good films were Dawn and oh, come on. Fucking shit.
You know,
Alpha,
that's
like, where are you at when I need you right now? You come
I've
in here
seen
with it.
that a few times online from people where they've actually said that they only like
Alpha
Night
Romero is throwing his keyboard across the fucking room. Nah, there's more of his I like. I like even
Yeah.
Monkey Shines and even
Yeah, I love
The
Monkey Shoulder.
dark half, I don't mind.
Mhm. What about Bruiser?
I don't hate it, but it's there. It's interesting. It's an interesting movie.
Yeah.
I think back then I didn't get it. I watched it a few years ago. I'm like, okay, it's interesting. I kind of get what he's going with the fame and losing your identity. It was interesting, but I wouldn't say I loved it. But I don't like Night of the Living Dead. I respect it, but I don't like it. I thought that was another boring as shit movie. I prefer the remake.
I can't. I'm sorry. Okay.
I like Dawn and Day. I love them. I hate the original Night of the Living Dead. Boring as shit.
I'm thinking maybe he meant to write Fright Night and Fright Night 2 suck ass, maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Um,
The Mayor, do you just not like vampire movies? Because I know you said Lost Boys sucked. So do you like vampire movies? Is that just not your thing or what?
Oh, yeah, no, super chat.
let's see what we got here. Oh, Battle of the Damned over Night of the Living Dead.
I'll take that. Dolph Lundgren being the Shadow Zombies any day over some girl going till she fucking dies, where she deserved to die 5 minutes in. That annoying fucking character.
I kind of agree with that. Somebody said something like they were talking about Patricia Tallman in the remake and how much they hated that performance. And I'm like, but as opposed to what though? Because Judith O'Dea is basically just a fucking basket case throughout the whole like runtime of Not Living Dead. She's my least favorite character. I mean, she there's nothing to that. Like, I mean, I get that like that's probably how you would be if something like that happened, but like,
Yeah.
it's a movie. It's supposed to be entertainment purposes, and having her just fucking sit around and stare at the walls is not that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He never did that again, by the way. Like every other female lead that he's had in any of his other movies have always been like kind of like the stars of the movies, really. Let's see. That's kind of a hot take, I guess.
I've heard
But a
other
lot of people
say
like that though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is in reference to, but somebody says you need help.
I don't know. Maybe it was
You know, somebody else that needs help's Mark, by talking shit about Dennis the Menace. That's made me mad. I was getting ready to go to bed. He mentioned Dennis the Menace on here, and that just got me all fired up.
I'm glad you came in.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
fired up. I'm pissed off. I don't know why people can't leave me the hell alone, Mark.
Oh man.
God damn it. Is fucking Sweeney Todd that fucking dear to your heart, motherfucker? You'd ruin a friendship over it.
Oh my god.
People think I'm joking. Look,
my god.
my good friend Nick Castle signed this Dennis the Menace videotape
Oh god.
back in the day for me. I'm a huge fan.
Mhm.
Oh.
Great family film from 1993.
Yeah, it is. It's great. I love it too.
Oh yeah.
I'm being
Yeah.
serious. I like it. I'm being serious. I was just messing with them earlier.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm being serious.
You're backtracking now. It's like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
went to go
god.
see Nick Castle last year, and I talked to him all about Dennis the Menace and The Boy Who Could Fly. I'm
I'll
being
put
serious.
myself
I
on
really
mute.
do.
I gotta fix my fucking webcam or something's reset. Hang on just a second. I'll be back.
Mhm. Oh god.
Come on, Mark. You be honest. Say this man's a piece of shit.
No, it's
It's okay. It's an okay film. I don't think it's a classic. It's okay.
It's fine. Yeah, it's not
But
like
yeah,
set
it's-
the
it's
world on
okay.
fire or anything.
Yeah, I don't hate it though.
It's like a 5 out of 10 movie or something. 6 out of 10.
Super chat from Toby says, "Hot take: Amityville 2 is better than the original." I actually agree with that. Like, I've never been a huge fan of the original Amityville Horror,
Me neither.
but I actually think the second one is better.
It's funny, Toby mentioned that. I know you requested that, Toby. I just saw that today, and I liked it. Amityville 2. That was pretty good. That review will be coming soon, thanks to you.
What's the best Amityville movie? You think Amityville 2 would it be the best one?
Probably.
Yeah, to me.
I got a hot take for you. I was thinking about this. This is really pissing people off.
Oh God,
Sure.
The Child's Play movies, aside from 1 or 2, fucking suck. They're terrible. The whole franchise is dog shit.
Listen. I'm not joking. I made a list of the ones that I was going to say on here. That is, let's see, number 10. The most overrated goddamn horror series is Child's Play.
I think so, yeah. It's definitely up there for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
and they never stop. They got the stupid show. God. Fucking
Not
let it
anymore.
rest.
It's canceled.
Well, thank God, but there'll be more movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more than likely.
Screenbox exclusive Child's Play movie. What?
Tubi, Child's Play.
all right.
As a matter of fact, I think Megan is better than all the Child's Play movies.
Oh,
Aside from the
Here we
original.
go.
Aside from the original. Maybe Bride of Chucky. Maybe Bride of Chucky slightly.
Thank
better.
God you're on here
Fuck
about this
that
Megan
shit.
shit, though,
I
because
call
they're going to start
bullshit on
fucking
that.
trying to run down
Bullshit
Megan.
on that. Megan fucking sucks ass.
Yeah, it does. I'm sorry.
Goddamn TikToker.
Oh, y'all
bitch.
fucking like Congo. So what does that say about your opinion?
I like
Well,
Sesame
Congo's
Street better
better.
than some little doll bitch running around
He likes that
throwing
fucking,
people off screen.
He likes Amy the Ape. We'll see fucking big
She's
face.
better than TikTok, bitch.
Hey, Amy good. Amy good.
Fucking
TikTok
dancing
man.
around before she kills.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to doing the On the Road for Megan 2.0 in 2025. It's going to be yeech. It's going to be yeech.
I don't think this is going to work. Here he gets on him.
No, don't
you-
work.
No.
I think you picked
don't
her off.
work.
No, I'm never ripping that eerie guts. You can put $2,000 in here and I won't rip it. I mean, I urge you to put $2,000 in here, but
Well, he did. He paid $100 for this. So there you go.
but you can go on eBay and buy you another one for $15. So there you go. If you really wanted it again,
Well, you buy another VHS.
it's autographed though by Nasty Nick.
That's true.
Nick Cast. Pred's got a super chat too. He says, "Hot take: Was Bill Paxton really killed by the big three? Alien, Predator. Did Terminator kill him by that shove?"
Yeah, because you never saw him again. Rest in peace, Bill.
Bill Paxton was killed by death, unfortunately.
Yep.
R.I.P. Sir.
And tornadoes.
Thank you, Predator.
The show is woke. What the hell's the show?
The Big Show.
The big show or this show is woke garbage? I agree. We're a bunch of
Did you
fucking
mean?
woke
I wonder.
assholes.
Did he mean The View?
I think he's talking about the Child's Play TV show.
Oh, the TV
Oh,
show.
okay. All right, that makes
He's right
sense.
about that.
Yeah, it is.
Bride of Chucky is underrated. I think
I
most
think-
people like it.
No, I'd say it's
It's about right, I would say.
yeah.
Seed of Chucky is overrated. God damn, I can't believe people like that fucking movie.
That shit is awful.
Who likes
Holy
it?
shit. I mean, I don't know. I hear people talking about it all the time. Fucking Garrett bought that goddamn Glenn doll. What the fuck, Garrett? God damn, buddy.
Did he really buy it?
Yeah, he
Yes.
did.
Okay.
That's all you can really say is okay to that.
Yeah.
CK's on the money. Megan is better than those shitty Chucky movies. Yeah, well.
Oh, come on now.
Child's Play 2 is not a very. I rewatched that not too long ago, man. That movie, I was thinking it was way better than what it was. I have not watched Child's Play 3 in a while, though, so I don't. My opinion may have changed on that one, but Child's Play 2, if anything, like I think that one's worse than I remembered it being.
You think it's just aged poorly?
Yeah, and it's just not like there's a couple of good scenes in it, but there's not much really, the factory scene and they were putting Chucky back together. That's kind of cool. Everybody remembers the scene with the teacher or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's
Yeah,
more
I mean,
than Megan. That's more than Megan. Come on. Yeah, I admit that more than Megan.
I mean, I went back and I agree with him though. Like going back and watching 2 and 3, like they're not good movies. Like people have these nostalgia boners for them, but they're not. They're just not very good.
Mhm.
They're good.
Well, I mean, the third one
They're
was
good.
very rushed, from what I remember. Like he had to come up with something like right off of the success of 2. So, but I mean, I don't mind them, but they're still better than Megan. But you know,
No,
No.
Yeah.
I disagree. Megan's got a voice on her. She can sing.
Really? That she...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super chat.
God, boys, I can't even like keep up with them.
Super.
Lot-
I saw
lot
Felcher was
today.
finally paying us something for the
Yeah.
fucking trick or treat promotion.
I I love style and substance, though more on style than substance, but it depends on the movie. Okay.
Just mainly with a movie, like, are there movies that you watch that you enjoy, like the technique, even though the story isn't much?
Yeah, I mean that's like pretty much every Argento movie.
Oh, okay.
Well, think about it. Yeah.
Well, like American movies. Is there any American movies that you view like that you like their tether class with their style, but the story's kind of meh or so?
Manhunter.
he's just coming
The-
in fucking
There you
firing
go.
shots.
Visual, like it's very well made and kind of, it's one of those movies that, I mean, I kind of like it, but I really, really want to love it. But it's just, it's very
Gotcha.
slow. And, you know, because I love William Peterson, man, and anything that he's fucking in, that dude should have become a way bigger star, in my opinion. But
Good
I'll
actor.
be honest with you, like Rambo, like a lot of the ones that you mentioned hating are the ones that I like for that very reason, that it's style over, like The Lighthouse, The Witch. like,
A24. Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of those movies for that reason.
Hammerhead.
Oh, Hammerhead, yeah.
These girls are getting too fucking skinny now, though, boys. God damn.
Oh Lord, here's a hot take.
Well,
What happened now?
They're getting too skinny.
Getting too skinny.
Like hell, they're like a fucking walking skeleton or whatever.
I will say this: like Ariana Grande needs to fucking do something because that's disturbing. Looking.
Yeah,
at
somebody
this
take her out for a fucking double cheeseburger or something.
I haven't seen her lately. What's going on?
So they're all
Dude.
like Alan McBeal.
dude.
She
Just
looks
look up.
sick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not good.
Jesus.
Predator 2 is underrated. Do not get the 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. I agree with
I'd
that.
agree with that. Yeah.
We got to 214 people in here though, so that means
Oh, here
all
he
you son of a bitches, all 214, 215. Oh, we're down to 211. Buddy, fuck you people that left. Like, subscribe to all the channels on here because we all have our own separate content. Me and Uncle Bill, I think, that did maybe the best episode of Dead Pit is watching yet this past week. So go and check that out as well.
A lot of balls in your jaws talk.
I think, yeah, the porn reviews are getting pretty, people are getting into that stuff, X-rated stuff. You know what we need to do? We need to do a group commentary on the Poonies. Have you guys heard of the Poonies?
No.
Killer.
I could guess what it is, but
Yeah,
what is it?
So legit, it was a porn that was made in the mid 80s. It's got both of the Lyns in it, Amber and Ginger. And it's like a spoof on the Goonies. It's the Poonies. I've never seen it. I've always wanted to watch it. We should do like a live commentary over it. Did you get in trouble for that, Uncle Bill?
As long as you don't show anything.
Probably.
No, I'm just talking about him watching it.
Oh,
Which is
I
the
can
hotter,
only imagine.
the hotter Lynn back in the day, Amber or Ginger? What do you guys think? Were they
I think
sisters?
I think Ginger maybe.
I don't know, man. I think Amber was more of the like hardcore horror. She'd do the
Well,
more
if you're
crazy
grading
shit.
it off that, maybe.
We
I
gotta
had to
change
look
the
it up. I
subject.
see it. I see it. I had to look it up.
The Poonies. That's one that's Vinegar Syndrome, man. They need to get hold of the Poonies. Well, that'd be a great one for them.
yeah, that and Edward Penis Hands.
There you go.
Which
Limit
for some-
Heath. Dino Jasowski, baby. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put an old big box clamshell VHS of the Punis. Ginger and Amber, baby, doing all these crazy things on a pirate ship, baby. You ever wanted some butt sex on a pirate ship?
Gives a whole new
Booyaka,
meaning to One-Eyed
booyaka.
Willie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Toby King's got a super chat though. He says, "Did you guys cry at the end of Red Dead Redemption 2? I just finished the game the other day and I was sobbing like a bitch." I've never played it, so I don't
I've
know.
never played
Yeah,
it.
they're not video game aficionados. I think the last game was like Friday 13th or something you guys played.
Kung Fu on the NES.
I never finished the damn game. It takes forever to finish. So
It's like a 90-hour game, so I haven't
Yeah.
finished it.
Nobody
I
Yeah.
don't
got
have
time
the
for that.
time. It's not my time.
Oh,
And
let's-
Charles sent you a super chat before.
Yeah, don't skip
Oh.
out on where's Charles at here.
Charles,
There you
I
go.
started to like Demons 2 over the first. Like, I can't condone that. I mean, I like Demons 2. It's basically Evil Dead Rise before Evil Dead Rise, but
And way better than Evil Dead Rise.
yeah, a whole lot better.
Okay, wait a minute, Wes. Which do you like more, Return of the Living Dead 2 or 3?
2, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
These two are
What,
like.
you
three's
are you
better.
fucking? Are
Thank
you serious, Rambo? Like
Thank-
you're sitting over here bitching about Megan. Now you're trying to get him on your side. Come on,
I asked a question. I got my answer. There you go.
just fucking bullshitting, trying to get people.
Man, if there
I asked a
was
legitimate question.
if Melinda Clark wasn't in Return of the Living Dead 3, nobody would ever talk about it ever. Nobody would
Thank
even
you.
Well,
mention
yeah,
it.
duh.
Thank
I
you.
mean, that's definitely true.
Exactly.
Well,
There
Suzanne
you go.
Snyder's in part 2, buddy.
2 is better than 3. Like I,
I mean, she
said.
doesn't
Talking
show
about the chick from the fucking Killer
Yeah.
Clowns movie.
Yes, baby.
Well,
She was also in Night of the Creeps. Y'all talk about Night of the Creeps. Yeah.
no, but hold
No.
on. I've got that actually where I can pull it up. Are you ready? Because I was going to
Yes.
get into that
Mhm.
at some
I
point.
can't wait.
I knew if you showed up, I was going to have to get into it. So
What's
if
this?
you
I
guys
don't know.
haven't seen this yet, let's take a small detour over here real quick
Sure.
to Screen Factory Land.
Oh no.
So, for the
What the-
fucking
What the fuck? What the
This
hell?
is- Screen Factory's new Night of the Creeps,
The third.
and they took the same
Yeah.
fucking Tom Atkins figure that they've used for Halloween 3 and the other Night of the Creeps one where he's got the
The
shotgun.
Blu-ray,
And they-
the 7-year-old Night of the Creeps figure they got here. They've repainted it more time than the bone crunching action Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day.
But yeah, so it's $80 now if you want to buy the figure and the fucking 4K together.
What's funny is too though, guys. So they did like the figure by itself, right?
Yeah.
And we caught it right when they put it up. The fucking greedy, just oh god. Literally, they maybe had 100 of them that they put up. Maybe it was down to like less than 60 when I saw it. So yeah, if you wanted just the figure, you better been online at like 10 p.m. last night or whatever the hell it was when they put it up.
That's what they're starting this year off with. Is
Yep.
that-
wow.
God bless them. On a brighter note, though,
Don't they have the Bring It On 4K or whatever? I saw that too on Blu-ray.com.
On a much brighter note, though, this is Second Sight's release schedule,
Mhm.
and you've
Good stuff.
got the scan. I'm getting both of these: the Scanners and the Brood. 4Ks.
Yeah, and I'm willing to predict that this is going to be the beginning of a few more Cronenberg releases in 2025. So I don't think they're done.
Oh, dude. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is not necessarily a hot take, but Scanners is not a good movie just because, like, the lead actor in Scanners fucking sucks. Like, Michael Ironside is great in it, but I forget the guy's name that's the lead in it. He's awful in it, though. He's just completely wooden and he just sucks. It's kind of a boring movie because of that, but The Brood is a fucking classic. Like, I watched that movie 1,000 times over.
Well,
Scanners.
Scanners is like all about that one scene.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, people are like, God damn, that's one of the craziest scenes of all time. But yeah, man, like, if you click on it, there does it show the whole package and everything that
Yeah.
you get? Because it's like
Which
it's
one?
a
Either?
joke. Yeah, either one. It's a joke comparing these companies, man. If you see like just what Second Sight puts into their stuff, and then you look at Scream Factory, that's fucking re-releasing a 7-year-old action figure and just putting new fucking clothes on the little dolly.
Right.
God damn, you guys. Like, fuck you. I can't believe people still support them and don't really call them out on their bullshit. But I will. If it's only me, it'll be me.
Yeah, it looks so much better and it's half the price. I mean, how can you argue that? Like, how do people argue that?
I have no idea. So it's weird to me because like this stuff is the same price as like Scream Factory's 4K stuff. It's like, and Scream Factory's 4Ks are like just a bare bones ass fucking 4K.
I'm willing to bet that you could buy both of these editions for right around the same exact price, shipped and everything, as just that Night of the Creeps with the damn doll.
Yeah,
Yep.
you could.
Because they also charge you like $12.99 shipping now or whatever.
But anyway, there's that. I thought that would be. I had those two ready because I just thought those were both interesting.
Of course.
Anybody got any other hot takes off the top of your head?
Jurassic Park sucks.
I wasn't expecting that.
I never liked Jurassic Park. Like, I'm talking about the first movie, like the sequels. I don't even know if I ever really watched them. But I watched the first one when it came out in the theaters when I was a kid, and I just never did like it. I always thought it was just slow, and the effects is good and everything. They still hold up, but it's just not. That's just one of the great movies that I just don't like.
Let's see. Pred says, in the super chat, in T2, Arnold told JC he wanted to pick T1000 over his head. JC said, no, you can't. He's more dense than you. T800 is insanely strong. No thoughts?
Fuck James Cameron.
There's a hot take.
He used to be worth the shit. Now he just is shit. Bitching about, I would never put a gun in Terminator nowadays, and being in love with AI.
He's got too much money. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of went
happens a lot.
nuts. Yeah, with all the fame and the money and or whatever. Like he after the Avatar stuff, he completely lost his fucking mind. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he was like still kind of there, and then all that shit, and then I don't know.
Like Premier, what you were talking about was that directors bad thing cared about details because they couldn't do everything in post. Now directors just are more lazy because they try to fix it in post. It's what happened to Ridley Scott. Because off tangent, that Gladiator 2 came out, which was fucking awful. And there was someone who worked with them and said, well, in the first one, he would actually care about details. But when he did Gladiator 2, everything's like, we'll just do it in post. We'll just do it in post.
Fix it in post, yeah.
And it showed it was lazy. And that's what a lot of these directors do nowadays, especially when they're much older. We'll just do it in post and put little effort and it shows on the screen. I mean, because they didn't have that possibility to do it in post or just throw CGI at it or everything in between. It's just no wonder a lot of films suck nowadays with that laziness.
Puppet Masters 3 is probably the only halfway decent movie in the franchise. I mean, I don't really give that much of a fuck about the Puppet Master franchise, but like,
I like
sure
some of the
2 and
later
3
ones. I can't remember them. I watched a lot of the later ones on HBO or one of those channels, and I mean they're okay and just a goofy. Like, I mean, they're not good movies, I wouldn't say, but they're kind of entertaining at least.
Yeah.
E.T. is a movie I never want to watch again. I never have any interest in watching it. It's fucking boring as fuck, and I don't have any. And this right here is pure fucking insanity. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but No.
Yeah,
I
he's
love-
wearing a fucking leather face from
No.
what is that?
3.
Texas
That's 3.
Chainsaw.
We ain't
Come
doing
on,
that.
boy. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You gonna talk shit about the original and have old shitty ass Leatherface from part 3?
Like, the new Reanimator. I don't know what that company is. That's my thoughts on it. Like when I saw that, and it's like Ignite Films or something. I was like, I don't have any interest in buying that from somebody. I don't have any knowledge of what that company's about.
It's kind of pricey too, isn't it?
I didn't even look at the price.
I
I was
think
just like, fuck it.
I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think Chainsaw 3 was that bad. It's like, I think it's okay.
I mean, yeah, but you're going to talk shit about like one of the best horror movies that's ever existed.
I love the original.
Well, I'm talking about that dude.
Yeah. See, I'll or do that first.
Could y'all do a reaction to the trailer for Companion? It's similar to Megan, but for adults. We'll probably get banned if we fucking do.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
They can't. Yeah, YouTube.
Every
Yeah,
time we
that's,
do a trailer reaction on here, we end up getting
Well,
like
me and Uncle Bill could do it and maybe make it exclusive for Patreon or something. We could do it that way, but you can't put it on fucking YouTube at all because
yeah.
Yeah, especially that one because that's a Warner Brothers movie, and they're not going for that. So
You know, I saw something though. Speaking of legalities and people going, crazy in the court, system and copyright laws and everything else. Have we ever talked about Pamela Pierce, Charles B. Pierce's daughter?
You mentioned her briefly in like another show, but not really.
So she's on it. I saw somebody else post on Instagram about this. She is still going around on eBay and doing them DMCA takedowns on old copies that people are selling, like on VHS and shit, of The Legend of Boggy Creek, one of her dad's movies. That is just the crap. Who gives a fuck? Like, and she's also the one that is so greedy, will only release, like, she released the Blu-ray and the 4K and stuff herself, only on the Charles B. Pierce side or whatever it is. And she did the same thing to me a few years ago on the Legend of Boggy Creek tape. Like I was selling a bootleg or something, but it was an official VHS release from back in the day. I just think that that's just fucking nuts. What a cunt, man. Who the hell does shit like that?
Damn.
What was her reason?
That we were selling illegal copies. That was I think I posted something on Instagram today that the guy had received from her, DMC takedown or whatever it is. And yeah, it's the same thing, almost the exact same thing that I got. And she's taken down all these old copies of Legend of Boggy Creek on VHS. And seriously, you can't find, like if you search for it on eBay, you'll find the sequel and all that shit, but the original is not on there because she gets them all taken down.
Damn.
fucking crazy.
So do you think is she just that stupid and believe in the bootleg, or she knows they're not and she just for some reason doesn't want them inserted for?
I think that she's wanting everybody to buy them from the site and not any other way, not even used. Right. So, I mean, I don't know. I didn't look up the DVDs. Maybe people can look at the DVDs and see if she's taking the old DVDs down too. But Jesus Christ, man. Like, so very few people would even buy that movie anyway. Like, that's not that well known of a movie. It's just bizarre that there's people out there that are that fucking nuts about stupid shit, man. Somebody trying to sell a tape for $20 or something.
You know who else is that fucking nuts? Is those douchebag producers of Silent Night, Daily Night. But that's another
Yeah,
story
fuck
for
them
another day.
too. They're Indian givers. They say, oh, it's okay. No, it ain't okay.
What were you supposed to ask me about Golden Eye? Mark.
Oh yeah. So this was way back when we did our show about our favorite movies of the year for like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Very, very briefly, we were talking about just random titles. I guess it was like honorable mentions or something. I think maybe I said GoldenEye or something. But then you said very quickly that was a game that was better than the movie. I think that's what he's talking about. So that would be considered a hot take. What, you don't like the GoldenEye movie?
I think the movie is fine. I think the GoldenEye video game is probably in my top 5 video games of all time, and probably one that I spent some of the most amount of time playing with like other people, like hours upon hours of playing that damn game when it came out. Like, you got to imagine this. That time period is like so firmly ingrained in my mind because that was like when WCW was like winning, and so you would like be watching, you'd be watching wrestling and shit, playing GoldenEye, like, you know, on another TV with somebody. Yeah. It's just like the perfect combination of stuff in my mind. But that game still holds up to this day, in my opinion, as being like one of the best.
I didn't know you played games in that time period. I just figured you guys maybe it was just Nintendo era.
Well, that's 64. I mean, that's like 98, I would say. 98, 99.
97, 98. Yeah.
Did you play the wrestling ones?
The WCW.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was it? Mayhem that was on there.
WCW really versus NWO, Revenge. I played all those. Yeah.
Did you guys ever play against
No
each
Mercy?
other?
No Mercy, I think. Right? What? WWF had a couple. Yeah, WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah. No, I don't think we ever played. Did we like 64 games or anything like that?
We just played with ourselves. That's what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did all the time. Bulls, we got super chats coming out the ass here. Hold on. Rob Zombie hasn't made a single good fucking movie. That's not a hot take. That's just a fucking fact of life. Yeah,
I think, a lot of people think
I agree with that, but I guess for some people it'd be
that's another one that's like style over substance too. Like some of his stuff looks really good visually. But yeah, there's really nothing else there.
Yeah. Is he done? Is he doing anything else right now, Rob Zombie?
I hope he's done. Like, I hope he takes a break after the Monsters. That was like the last thing he did, right? So
I didn't know that Hopium Garner was also the actor that was in Life that wanted the biscuit or whatever it was his name.
Cornbread.
You go eat your cornbread.
You can't have my cornbread.
Motherfucker, you ain't eating my cornbread. It's mine, goddammit. He's like, look surprised.
I
love that fucking scene.
Let's see. Is there an actual figure? Please tell me there's not. Fuck.
No, I'm not a figure guy.
I kind of like. I think that's the best thing he ever did. Was the first 20 minutes.
That movie looks like $1 million too. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Blu-ray of it, and it was one of the early Blu-rays too. Like, holy shit, it just pops. Like, it almost looks like a 4K or something.
Yeah, why is that? I mean, it obviously wasn't filmed in like 4K or anything or ultra high res, but it looks fantastic. Still holds up.
I wonder if they shot it digitally or something. It was one of those early. I'm not really sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
Let's see. All right. You got any, Mark?
I think the last one I gave was Batman. No, not at the moment. No.
All right, Matt, go.
Well, first I was looking at what that guy was saying. I put in the private chat. Apparently there is a figure.
Oh, no.
Let's see. I see.
Oh no. No. Please God, no.
That's amazing.
That figure is exactly what I hoped it would be and more. I don't think I would use the word brilliant and Rob Zombie together, really. I mean, he's
compared to David Gordon Green, he's pretty brilliant. I'll give him that.
That's kind of true.
Okay, a hot take. Let's see. Okay, we gotta get through this. Madman is mid.
Oh yeah.
What?
All right.
Madman is an okay movie. It's not
I'll
the
see y'all.
I saw your fucking poll. It's okay. It's big.
Well, I mean, that would
And
be a hot
Mark,
take
you were gonna
because
say it
nobody else
too.
agrees with
I
you.
forgot about that. Yeah, I mean,
Mark
I'd
agrees
rather,
with me.
yeah, I like Madman, but I mean,
Here's the
I'd
problem I
rather
have. People
Go
fucking mention The Burning. You got to be fucking kidding me. Over Madman, you got to be kidding me. Burning is such a horribly made movie. The soundtrack is dog shit in your ears. I can't stand to fucking hear that soundtrack.
I'll agree with that.
Um,
I don't like the
the
music.
only thing that Burning has over Madman is the gore. That's it.
Yeah, the
that is
effects.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are there characters good in Madman?
TP, motherfucker, has his own.
Who the fuck is TP? I don't remember TP.
He's got his own belt buckle. He's the one that shows his bare ass as they're rolling around in the fucking hot tub.
Yeah,
If you want to know which way the wind blows.
Fucking Galen Ross is like this in the bathtub showing her titties.
Ooh, look at me.
God, she's bad in that movie.
She's got a nice set of tits, though.
Was that
Hot
really
Tasty.
hers?
She did, at least.
Yeah.
But now they're probably on the floor.
I don't think there's stunt titties in that one. Die Another Day is a fun James Bond film and better than most Daniel Craig Bond films.
I hate James Bond movies. That's a hot take.
you know, I mentioned Goldeneye earlier. I was going to ask you, V, does he even like James Bond movies? Because that'd be a hot take. Everybody loves them. So that's another for you, CK.
I actually think I probably do a lot more than CK now that he mentions it. Like I like
Oh,
On Her
wow,
Majesty's
okay.
Secret Service. I like Goldeneye a lot. I like Octopussy. I like License to Kill. I like the Timothy Dalton ones a lot because that was my era of like Bond.
The only ones
growing
that
up.
that I remember watching was the Timothy Dalton ones. What was the first one?
Living Daylights.
Living Daylights. Yeah.
That one was really good, and the License to Kill. And I just never did get into those movies.
Okay.
Like I remember trying because what's the best one with Sean Connery in it, and I still couldn't fucking get through it.
Goldfinger.
May have been Gold because my dad liked him. I tried, but yeah, I just couldn't. It's like my dad liked Easy Rider as well. I never could get into Easy Rider either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeet.
Okay. Here's a couple. I'm just gonna go through a couple of mine since we're about at the end of the chat here.
Yeah.
Most every Tom Hanks movie is boring as fuck. There's a hot take for you.
Tom Hanks, are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Even
kidding.
the Burbs.
There's some that I like, but almost every Tom Hanks movie is boring on some level.
Forrest Gump.
Castaway.
Boring as fuck. That's literally like a great example of one. that's boring
Castaway is
as
a
fuck.
great movie.
I think it's a perfect showcase for Tom Hanks' abilities, buddy.
What about Forrest
The
Gump?
hell?
Do you? I don't give a fuck. I think it's boring as shit.
What about Forrest Gump?
Overrated.
What about Big?
Wow.
It's fine. Still kind of boring.
Philadelphia.
Fucking boring
I
as hell.
don't like Philadelphia.
I just said
I don't care.
Well, we know you
Remember
hate
that fucking,
Sleepless in Seattle.
The Bruce Springsteen song.
Yeah, isn't that song will put you to
He's
sleep?
walking through the streets like, "She's a Philadelphia."
God damn. Song is like NyQuil to your ears. Fucking
So what's the exception? There's got to be one.
yeah, there is Saving Private Ryan. Like that's the most unboring movie ever.
Oh goddamn, that movie's 3.5 hours long. It must
Yeah, but
be,
it's
you
like
must like it.
non-stop action. Like every other film of his is just like him talking about some shit,
I
to
can
some
see that.
neighbor or something. It's like who gives a fuck.
What about The Terminal?
What about it?
What about
I'm
Apollo
talk- I'm-
13?
Talk to some people in a fucking airport now.
What about
about-
Apollo 13?
I'm gonna talk to some people in a
Spaceship.
spaceship.
I've got it. He Knows You're Alone.
He knows you're a lot. Really?
Yeah, that was
That's
that was
what
one of
it-
his early roles.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody's
Oh.
saying Toy Story, but I know you like Toy Story.
Catch Me If You Can's a great one too. Yeah, I didn't mention that one. That's a killer fucking movie.
He wants to talk to the guy that's running away from him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So I guess Turner Hooch, he likes to talk to the dog.
Dogs. Dog. I think the dog is the most exciting part about that.
What about
movie.
the Burbs?
I like the Burbs. I give him a pass on the
Okay.
Burbs.
What about
Okay,
Joe
so-
versus the volcano?
I don't care about him and fucking Meg Ryan.
That's a fucking shame. Boy.
What about the Money Pit? The Money Pit.
You know what? I don't mind the Money Pit, but it's basically him just
There you
talking
go.
to Shelley Long about the fucking house.
Well, it's mostly the
An hour
house
and a half.
blowing apart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
right.
really want to get into one that I really like, Bachelor Party. Like I really love that one as like a comedy.
I know you like Dragnet.
I like
Yeah.
that one too.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Dragnet's great. I
So
saw that
there
one in
you
the
go.
theater. So
I
that
thought
one was fun.
Aykroyd and Tom Hanks just work really well together.
They did. They had a good chemistry.
So that's a couple. There's a couple.
I said most. I
What
didn't say
year
all.
was that Dragnet movie? Because I distinctly remember watching
87.
that.
87? Yeah.
I saw it in the movie theater when I was a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Dragnet TV, the old TV show from like the what was it, the 60s, 50s or 60s?
Yeah.
That was big on Nick at Night, and I was like really into that when I was a little kid.
Okay.
As weird as that seems, but yeah.
Not weird.
Toby King though says hot take Stir of Echoes is more entertaining. I completely agree with
Yeah, I
that.
agree too.
Yeah.
I love your name
Uh,
because you sound like a country singer. Toby King.
Toby King.
And there's another super chat before that.
Well, mother frigger, dude.
Appreciate it, guys.
Hot take: George Carlin was an
I-
unfunny hack.
Totally disagree.
Wow.
I couldn't probably agree or disagree with anything more than that. But yeah,
Love George Carlin.
I think all the comedians from around that era are like great.
I'm
But
gonna
it's
talk
more-
to volleyball.
There's more to it than that.
There we go.
There's more to it than that. Come on.
Oh,
Wilson.
Shit.
Nothing wrong with Wilson.
Splash. What about Splash, asshole?
I'm gonna talk to a fucking mermaid over here.
Look at the
Talk to you
mermaid
about
though.
being a mermaid.
Holy shit.
Well, every
You
movie,
know the
someone
best-
talking to someone.
That movie's why I always love seafood.
Nothing happens though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's always just him talking to somebody for an hour and a half.
Someone turns to a
about some
mermaid.
bullshit.
Stuff happens.
Back then, no
Yeah,
man.
she
like,
gets in a bathtub and turns into a fucking mermaid.
Really?
My mind is blown.
John Candy, man.
John
Looking
Candy's
at-
the best part of that movie.
1984 Daryl Hannah, I'm fine with just doing that. You can just sit there, like she could be sitting on a toilet shitting or something, and I'd be entertained.
Okay. We got another super chat. Hot take: Eyes Wide Shut is a horror film, and it's a masterpiece in suspense and atmosphere, and one of Tom Cruise's finest hours. I agree with everything up to the last part of that. I don't think Tom Cruise has a finest hour.
But you
Yeah, he
like
did.
Collateral though, right?
Yeah,
Risky
I like
Business.
Collateral. It's fine. It's also combines two of the worst things ever in Hollywood: Michael Mann and fucking Tom Cruise.
the what is it, the subway scene or the bus scene or whatever, and Risky Business, man, that was his shining moment. Like I've been envious of his ass ever since then.
Mm.
Here's another
Yeah.
one I got written down. Y'all love this one too, I'm sure. John Travolta wasn't that good in Pulp Fiction. He hasn't made a good movie in 40 plus years.
I've never really liked John Travolta either. I almost agree with that.
I think we kind of brought that up before, like, or maybe I did. I'm not sure. But
I like
like, yeah,
Travolta.
I mean, after Pulp Fiction, what did he really do that was that great?
Michael.
Okay.
Fucking
So you,
Angel
Well,
Wings.
you
Yeah,
just
dude.
admitted Face Off sucked, Mark. You just admitted it.
Oh no.
Because that was
here we
after
go.
But-
Pulp Fiction.
But that's the thing. Like I said last time, that's more of a Nick Cage movie. That's what you remember about the movie. More
But
than
Travolta's
anything.
in it, and you just said it sucked. So there you go. I was right.
I said
Mark.
he sucks. I didn't say the
What's
movie.
like the straight up Travolta vehicle that's great?
Exactly. What the fuck is?
I love
Blowout?
I love Grease. I love Grease.
Shut up, Rambo.
I love Grease. I saw it a month ago.
Well, some would say that was an Olivia Newton-John film.
I mean, she was great too.
Listen, he's got chills and they're multiplying. So
That's a good song. I like that
The,
song.
another super chat. Here's my hot take. In the Mouth of Madness is my favorite of the Apocalypse trilogy, which is blasphemous. I think that's a great movie, actually. Like,
Wow.
I think it's probably the most.
I need to go
underrated
back and
movie.
revisit it. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's one of the last really good Carpenter movies.
I thought you hated because Sam Neill was in it.
I hate Sam Neill in general, but I mean the greatness of Carpenter just kind of brought it up a notch.
Okay.
Pred, I'm sorry, but I can easily hate Michael Mann and Tom Cruise. It's not hard. They make it
can.
very easy.
With his heart.
You still bought the keep?
The Fanatic.
But you give me
You
a
did.
slipcover if you don't really like it.
I'll rip it up for you like Rambo right in front of you.
Make sure you get a super chat first.
Yeah, that's worth at least $200 super chat.
John Travolta's better than Nick Cage. No.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Nah, I can't condone that. Those talking baby movies. I forgot about that. Look who's talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last great thing he did right there. More super chats. All right.
Oh,
The Fanatic by Fred Durst is a legitimately good film and highly underrated. Also, Bulls.
I can't agree. I love you, Hopium. I can't agree with that.
What?
Fred Durst.
We reviewed that back in the day, didn't we?
It's a hilarious
Yes.
movie.
Yeah, it's a good comedy, but
It's a funny movie.
It's not meant to be a comedy. That's the problem.
Devin Saw was in it.
Nubbin says, hot take, Nicolas Cage has made 40 movies last 2 years and only 2 are watchable. That's kind of true. All right. Anybody got anything else while they're talking about Scientology, which we can't mention on here, or we'll all be murdered?
Yeah, they'll take us out. Be
No.
sniped.
Well, I'll say a hot take that I know half of this will, at least I know half of this panel will disagree with. I like the Hills of Eyes remake more than the original.
I mean, I don't mind that take as much as some of the other ones that you got, man. Like,
Well, there you go. That's a win.
I can't even talk about that. I might say things that will offend people.
Won't offend me. I don't care. Go for it.
To be fair, I've never went back and rewatched it. I saw it in the movie theaters. I was like rolling my eyes the entire time. It, to me, like the worst thing about it is the fucking mutants. They look so ridiculous and goofy and just Hollywood. What year was this movie?
2006.
Okay, so yeah, this was right around the time frame too when like everything was being remade. And most of the people that went to see it had no idea it was even a remake. So I was always
Right.
pissed off about that as well. But I mean, what was the Last House remake? I actually thought was pretty good. So I kind of
Yeah.
liked that one.
That was a good one.
I did too. That was
Same
one
here.
of the decent ones. Except for the microwave part, which I don't
Yeah, they didn't need to
understand
do that
how
at
the
end.
fuck
That was
that would
stupid.
work.
That was
Bobby's got a super chat. He says, what if CK threw a heavy bucket in the air and got hit in the shoulder? And what if, like, walked it off maybe like it's nothing and grabs another heavy bucket and throws it in the air and shouts, yeah!
Yeah. You know, that reminds me though, Bobby, when he talked about something hitting my shoulder, Uncle Bill. Does that bring up any memories at a convention back in the day?
Where you got shit on that time?
what?
Yeah. That was one of my favorite memories.
I think it was like may have been the first Fright Night Film Fest that we ever went to, and we went to I think it was Outback Steakhouse or at some chain steakhouse in Louisville or whatever, and a lot of trees out in the front of the Outback Steakhouse. I had on, oddly enough, and I still remember this. I've got like a photographic memory about traumatic times. Hills Have Eyes t-shirt, Uncle Biddy. You remember the black Hills Have Eyes t-shirt with the
yeah.
red logo and everything? And I was going into Outback and a fucking bird shit all over my shoulder. This shoulder right here. It was this shoulder. And I was like, God damn it, what the fuck is that shit?
Dying laughing.
And I was like, God damn it, a fucking bird shit on me, motherfucker. And I went in the bathroom and tried my best to get that white bird shit off of my black t-shirt. And it made it kind of a white, smeary gray thing on my shirt. So
That bird hated madman.
Their hills have eyes.
What's a hot take you guys have on music? Uncle Bill hates the Eagles.
Hmm.
I don't really. I mean, I hate Nickelback. I don't understand like why anybody would listen. I can't even make fun of how shitty that is. It's just so awful. I don't really hate a whole lot of music though. Like I just don't go anywhere around them like where I could listen to any of that shit. I can't think of.
Yeah, I can't think of any really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hired the bird Phantasma's Alley. I told him the shit on it.
Hot take: the Secret of the Hills Have Eyes remake is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, jeez.
I mean, this comes
Never
from a
watch
guy
that
like
one again either. One time watch.
I remember you guys on the road review of that.
Toby King says, hot take: Mississippi Burning and At Close Range are the most underrated 80s movies. Colors too. Ever hear the one about the two bulls?
Those are good movies. Gene Hackman, Willem Dafoe's Great Mississippi Burning. At Close Range, Christopher Walken, Sean Penn. That's when Sean Penn was with Madonna at the time.
Mm-hmm.
John Moral's wanting to pick a fight with you, Uncle Bill.
Oh God, what now?
Got a
who,
hot take.
who the fuck ain't? Buddy, you fucking suck. How about that? Fucking talk about Rush in here with me.
So-
Rush does have a peculiar sound, though. I could understand why people wouldn't.
Listen,
Like, it took me a long time to kind of warm up to where I don't like completely hate him now.
my dad, God rest his soul, he was like, that's one band that I kept, like, you know, we would try to get each other into like different bands. Like he got me into Yes and King Crimson and all these bands. And I kept trying to get him into Rush, and he's like, that fucking guy sounds like a hamster in a fucking dryer or something. I was like, so I mean, I get it. I don't know. It's just one of those bands. Everybody's got one of those bands that they like that's like an acquired kind of thing.
Well, Uncle, like you said too, that everybody loves Ghost. You hate Ghost. You're not a fan of Ghost, right?
I don't understand Ghost. Like they look like they would sound like Marilyn Manson, but they fucking sound like a bunch of candy asses.
It's pop rock.
I'll say one. I think Kiss is overrated.
I agree with that. Look, I love Kiss and everything, like their first 5 albums, but like I hate Kiss as like people. Like I pretty much fucking hate every one of them. Like at this point, I wish they'd just go away.
They will when they die. That'd be about it.
I think we could all probably agree with this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at the same time, though, like when you say she's overrated and not like her music, yeah, I mean, I can understand that. But it's crazy to think that she's like, how old is she? Like 30, in her early 30s, and she's already the most successful musical act of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
I would rather listen to an old woman trying to get out of a bathtub right now than like any of the new music that's coming out.
well, you probably get your fair share of Taylor Swift anyway, living in.
Dude, I'll never like Taylor Swift. Like I've heard that shit so many times that I want to fucking just stab myself through the eardrums. Hopium says he's going to pick a fight with Matt though. Raging Bull is fucking awesome and on par with Goodfellas and Casino. Do you not like Raging Bull?
Yeah.
I think it's boring as shit. I love Goodfellas. I love Casino. I love Wolf of Wall Street. I like Taxi Driver. Raging Bull I could never get into. Could never get into that one. I just would watch it and I'm like, I'd rather just go watch Rocky. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
People are talking about music. I'll give you a hot music take on here. I think that the best metal album ever made was not made by. I think it was made by Megadeth in 1990 with Rust in Peace.
That's considered a hot take?
I think so because most people would say like Metallica or some shit
Oh.
like that, but I don't think
Black
that that's the
Sabbath.
case.
So,
What is your
yeah.
thoughts on Metallica? Because I fear that maybe that could be a hot take.
I think that I wish that they would have stopped making music right around 1990. Like that
Mm.
would have been great. But
Gotcha.
now they fucking just suck.
They got too much
Unfortunately.
money. It was like James Cameron syndrome. Like after
Yeah.
the Black Album, which I think is a fantastic fucking album, but it was ultimately like they wrote it to be, I mean, to kind of sell out really, I think with that. And that's why a lot of fans kind of
Gotcha.
fall off at that point because it was more along the lines of pop metal, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not even sure. I remember vividly when they came out with like Load and Reload and like they did that whole grunge era, just copying like what was going on at that time. And just everybody that I knew was like, this shit fucking just sucks. You go back and listen to it now, it's all right. Like, I mean, it's probably like the last decent thing that they did. But at that time, it was just such a weird thing just to be like, we're going to copy exactly the trend that's going on right now when they never did anything like that before. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Never really recovered from that in my eyes. What if you guys got the case of the jink? Oh shit, where you're all talking at the same time and can't stop. So all four of you, Matt would say long legs are awesome. Sick and Uncle Bill said no, it's not.
That's
Well,
called an argument.
What you're describing is essentially one of those round tables too, when like everybody's wanting to fucking talk.
Yeah, it's true.
Saint Anger, oh my god, yeah.
Not a fan of
In that
one.
documentary that they made around the making of Saint Anger.
Some kind of monster.
Yeah. Jeez.
Saint Anger.
I can't believe they let that come out, really, because they all look so fucking bad. Except for poor Kirk Hammett. I felt bad for Kirk Hammett.
Led Zeppelin
Rob-
is overrated.
Rob Trujillo, too, man. I
Kinda.
always felt bad for him because I think he's an excellent bassist. But yeah, I mean, I guess he's making he's getting compensated, so good for him. But yeah,
Yeah.
deal with that bullshit.
What was the last time you saw some kind of monster?
Probably, I don't know, 10 years ago maybe or something like that. I've watched it a couple of times. I have it on DVD.
That's hilarious when they're all going to like therapy and stuff. They're just like, you know,
So was your reaction like, you pussies? Or something like, why are you going to
It's like-
therapy?
it's just like one of those things where you're like, what a huge waste of money and resources to have them all like go to therapy when,
Mhm.
and then the album that came out of it is like universally one of the worst albums ever. So
Well, it was like at that time, nu metal was like the thing, and that was them trying to fucking adapt and sell out again with this. Probably one of the worst like times in rock and roll and music in general was the early 2000s. Jesus Christ,
Did that one
bunch of
even do
shit.
well for them?
it did. I think it did really well.
what's a band that you get serious shit from the fanboys for disliking Tool? I mean, I fucking hate Tool. I don't know if anybody would like give me shit about it, but I hate that band.
I never gave a shit really because I always got shit on anyway from stuff that I liked when I was in high school and stuff. Everybody made fun of me, so I was kind of used to it.
I'm trying to think of like who the other, like I don't like Anthrax. That's one that everybody always goes on about, but like they're part of the Big Four, and I never liked them.
Do you like the Beatles?
He loves
Yeah.
the Beatles.
Yeah, I've always liked the Beatles,
I just know because I know some people that don't like them at all.
and I actually agree with this. I think that like Blue Oyster Cult's one of the best bands that like never
Yeah,
really.
underrated for sure.
Saxon,
another one we talked about it a few weeks ago. I think they're another one that, I mean, I don't know why they weren't bigger than what they were, but back in the day, the first 4 or 5 albums are all fucking banger after banger after banger, fella.
That's right.
That's what I think of when All these fuckers say, that's a real banger.
Anybody got any before we close this out though? Like any other hot takes?
Lord of the Rings fucking sucks.
That's actually on this list too.
Harry Potter sucks.
That both of those are on this list. Mine. Y'all just took my.
I'm not a
Yeah.
Pirates fan. I mean, I know people love those movies.
I thought
Don't
he was
give a
talking about
shit.
Pittsburgh Pirates. Somebody, what in the
Swear to
fuck?
God, I swear I did too.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Like, how could you not like fucking pirates?
Fast and the Furious movies. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, somebody brought those up earlier.
Holy shit. Yeah. What are they on 11 of those now? How many? Are
The
they?
next one to come out will be 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Jeez. When you guys think we were talking about this on a stream not too long ago, that it'd be killer if they did a Weekend at Bernie sequel now. It was a sequel. Bernie's fucking rotten or whatever. I would love
So it's
it.
like a real time sequel.
Yes, they've hung on to Bernie for that long and still haven't. Yeah.
Oh God.
So they're walking with a skeleton and no one notices.
Yeah, he don't even have any
The painting.
flesh anymore or whatever. He's just got like hair and like dust and shit all over him.
Don't disturb him. He's dead tired.
But his clothes are pristine. His clothes still look exactly like
Yep.
they. Yeah.
Do you have the voodoo from the second film or no?
I don't know. It's whatever you want. They make a third one. I'm for whatever they want to do. Just go with it. What's funny is they could get all those people back because they're not really you could do that independently, really. None of them are really doing anything.
You could.
Who else would want that?
Well,
True.
they're making fucking Bambi horror movies at this point. I mean, I'm sure somebody
yeah.
would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Popeye one. I saw the trailer for.
Adventures of Zombies and 1010 coming soon or whatever.
I honestly don't remember how good of a singer Carrie Fisher was because I've blocked that holiday special out of my mind.
Yeah, me too.
Slipcover sluts are running wild.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Make some more videos about us, man. It's been what? What is it now? 7?
It would be 7, yeah.
7? Make it 7. Go ahead. Tell everybody about the majesty of Dead Pit. Have at it. Enjoy.
I will say, Bobby's back. I will say here, the Army of Decay or the Army of Darkness, my favorite Winx Club monsters. It starts as bugs get together for monsters. One monster has a tentacles mouth. Another is Big Buff with no head and 2 flyers. Big Buff the stuff.
Army of Decay sounds like a nice heavy metal band or something. The Army of Decay.
Let's see. All right. Okay.
Thank you, Bobby.
Appreciate that, Bobby.
So are you guys into any like sports or anything like that? Not really, because you guys like the Pittsburgh Pirates. What the fuck?
I liked them when I was a kid.
Okay.
When fucking
I can't.
Barry Bonds was on the Pittsburgh Pirates in like the late 80s.
I can't watch baseball. I can't watch NBA basketball. I can't watch NFL. I can watch like college basketball, and that's just like every now and then at this point. That's kind of where I'm at.
So what makes you watch college over?
Because we're in
NBA?
Kentucky. Like that's like
That's kind of the
basically a
thing,
religion
dude.
here.
Okay.
Was that ever a hot take back then? Like you weren't into it, where people were like trying to force you to be into it more? Because I know Wes, you mentioned like there's some music that.
Well, I mean, it's different with that. Like, I think
Okay.
you've got to be an uber hipster to not like Kentucky basketball if you live in Kentucky, or if you're maybe. I mean, you could be a Louisville fan, I guess. Either
You shouldn't.
or.
You shouldn't. be.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like like there's cliques in high school and everything, but all of them were University of Kentucky shit. It didn't matter. Everybody
Yeah.
liked the Wildcats, you know.
Okay.
Toby says, Matt, I just wanted to thank you for watching Amityville 2. I'm going to watch it tomorrow in preparation for your review.
No problem, Toby. I'll have that up sometime tomorrow for you then. Thank you, man, for your time.
Psycho Sim wants to know, what did you think about Hugh Grant in A Heretic, CK?
Yeah, I thought he did really good. Like Heretic had a lot of hope, and then they went down the basement, and then it really fell. I was like, I was just out of it at that point because I'm so sick of underground layers and basements, and it's been done to death. But yeah, he did a great job in it, and I thought the plot of it was pretty interesting.
Agreed.
All right, boys. Well, shit. I think that should probably wrap it up because we're
Is that-
2 hours and 15 minutes into it.
Was that everything on your list?
I mean, there's a couple other smaller things, but that was that was the main
Well,
portion.
if you got a
of it.
couple small things, just mention them real quick, and we'll make fun of you.
Okay. In most cases, 4K is pointless and often looks worse than Blu-ray.
But you keep buying it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, buddy, what does it say about you?
I said in most cases. Oz Perkins is the best new filmmaker going today, period. Fuck you, Rambo. Let's see what it is. Michael Mann.
Here we go.
Michael Mann is a fucking overrated piece of shit.
Is that really a hot take coming from you at this point?
No. Every Marvel comic movie sucks ass to some degree or another, and I do mean like almost everyone. Well, not almost every one of them.
Michael Mann is a fuck load better than Oz Perkins.
Michael
Oz
Mann
Perkins
up
is
your
doing the
ass.
monkey. The monkey.
I don't give a fuck about the monkey.
They ripped off the artwork for Monkey Shines. It's almost identical.
That's what I got though.
Talking about 4K stuff, have any of you guys got the? I don't even know if you're fans of these sort of movies. The Searchers, the John Wayne movie, the 4K of that's getting like rave reviews.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like technically VistaVision, but it was somebody in the chat knows, but it looks like just the way it was shot. Because I remember the HD DVD is what I had of it back in the day, and that's how I first saw it. Because my dad was big into John Wayne movies and stuff, and that was one that I'd never seen. Great movie, by the way, even if you're not really a fan of westerns. But I want to probably buy that 4K. I mean, I've heard so many good things about it, and I don't have any westerns in 4K. So anybody in the chat seen it, let me know.
Was
Haven't
Rio
seen it.
Bravo out on 4K?
I don't think so. I think like they haven't done a lot of westerns in 4K, especially the big John Wayne westerns. But I think the Searchers is technically it's a Warner Archive 4K. So I mean, I guess that's just on Amazon then, right?
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be in stores.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. But
What stores would it be in anyway? Ultimately, at this point, think about it.
yeah, Walmart's pretty much done. I saw your pictures of showing the Walmart Valentine's Day, whatever the red covers, whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Ugly covers.
Interchanging those out.
Bobby's back. He says flyers 1 is like the flying lizard, and flyer 2 is like a flying stingray. And if you slice them in half, they will reform, or 2 more monsters will pop up.
And you slice Alan McBeal in half, who just did a bunch of dust. But
Yeah.
do you?
Ariana Grande too, man. God damn. I think she's way smaller now than that Flockhart woman was.
Well, that's what I was telling them
Calista
like
Flockhart,
earlier.
yeah.
Like we were talking about, I was like, Jesus, she needs to do something because she looks fucking horrible. Like
Casper
It's-
Skeletor.
It's almost like her skin changed tone too. Like it's almost like a light, like green color or something now. She looks very malnourished.
So, do they sincerely think this is like them looking beautiful, or are they told this to look this way, or what the deal?
I don't know what her situation is, man. But like when she came out for that press for that Wicked movie, like she looks like she's got a problem.
Holy
Like-
shit. She looks like a whole different person.
Yep.
Mm.
Wow.
It is like scary looking how it really is.
Yeah, that doesn't look healthy at all. What the fuck is going on there? Okay.
Yep.
This is a hot take. I'm never going to leave YouTube. I guess we'll see. She looks cooked. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
She looks dehydrated. So she looks like if she was putting the Ronco electric food dehydrator to make fucking Ariana Grande jerky. That's what she looks like.
oh god.
Ron Popeil, R.I.P. Bulls.
Oh.
Wasn't he the one that had the fucking, what was the thing that sucked your hair or whatever and cut it?
That cut your hair, yeah, like
Wasn't that
you
his?
just put it on your head like a helmet. And it was supposed to like cut your hair for you.
The
yeah.
Flow Bee, wasn't that what it was called? The Flow Bee. It was in the yellow
Oh,
packaging, yeah.
What was the thing he had that was just he used to say? I think it was him, like set it and forget it.
That was the, what was that for the dehydrator?
No, that wasn't the dehydrator. That was something else, wasn't it? Where he was like, he just set it and forget it.
Just
That was
set
his
it and forget
catchphrase.
it. Man, that was like a big thing in the 90s, was like infomercials after like 11 o'clock or whatever. And I don't know if anybody else remembers it was called Amazing Discoveries. It was basically this company that hawked all this different shit on each show. And it was almost like early YouTube videos where they show you like amazing results from pouring Coca-Cola on a fucking trailer hitch or something, getting all the, like they would do stupid shit like that, showing look at what this great product does.
God, those. Were there any of those? What was your favorite infomercial? Was it those?
Certainly does suck.
My favorites as a kid, definitely Amazing Discoveries. Like,
Okay.
I remember what was some of the stuff they had on? They had like this car wax that would like restore these sun-beaten cars or whatever. And there was a little Australian guy with him trying to sell it. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, shit like that I loved when I was a kid for whatever reason.
This one was great. I remember this one. Call Cleo now, baby. Pick it out.
The slap chop. Yeah, that was
Slap
another one.
chop. Put your nuts in it.
Oh, was that Vince Offer? The ShamWow
Yes.
guy?
Yeah.
He got pissed at me when I reviewed his film. He left a comment being pissed.
He did a film.
Yeah, inappropriate comedy, and then a film Back to the Day. It's like a anthology comedy film, the underground comedy movie. He did that in the 80s, and then he remade it inappropriate movie with like Adrian Brody and stuff, and they were awful. And then he got like pissed at me because I liked his fucking films. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm getting yelled by the
What's funny though is the fucking guy, was he the director of it?
Yeah.
Movie? Is actually just searching for fucking reviews of his own movie on YouTube. Like
after
you're
like
just asking
20
for it.
years.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing that for? You're just asking for it anyway, really. It's, it's not that well loved of a movie, is it?
No,
Yeah,
they get like a 2.7.
That's like the fucking the guys that made or one of the guys that made Last Broadcast left us a message one time or
Oh,
whatever
fuck that guy.
on
I remember that.
YouTube, and I was like, dude, this guy's fucking on crack or something. Because we could have, like, we shit on the movie for sure, but we could have really, really shit on it a lot more than what we did, and he still was like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it's some smart ass.
That's what he said verbatim. Like,
Guys, understand what we're doing, simpletons from Kentucky.
fuck much dumbass. On another note, did you guys see Will Smith posting a cryptic message about him being in the Matrix? I was like, dude, you can fuck off. No one cares.
Yeah, I saw that. He's not going to be in the film. It's just him wanting attention since Slapgate.
Smack his balls to his jaws. Maybe one day you guys can do top 5 favorite characters stream and top 5 favorite games.
I don't think they do games.
I mean, if I do
I
games,
could
it's going to be
name
like old
5.
Nintendo games.
I could name 5, yeah, but it would be like
Yeah.
all.
So, okay, what's like 2 of your favorites? games. I mean, we're not gonna do a whole stream, Bobby, but like maybe like what are some of your favorite games back in the day? Was it Kung Fu?
Kung Fu, I did burn up back in the day hardcore. I think the first big game that I was like addicted to was Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. I was like,
That's
I
a
played
good
that
one.
shit nonstop. I got hardcore into Super Nintendo for a couple of years, and like Legend of Zelda on Super Nintendo, the Link to the Past or whatever, that was a big one I got into. Super Metroid was another one. I didn't even really like the original Metroid that well, but Super Metroid's fucking awesome. And that's the first one I can recall where like it actually logged the hours that you played in the game or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool as hell.
Nice.
What else? That's two. You just needed two.
Yeah.
That's three.
I mean, I don't know how far back you want to go, but if we're talking about like Super
Whatever.
Nintendo and shit,
Don't matter.
Street Fighter 2, I played that constantly. Mortal Kombat, I played that. Mortal Kombat 2. When it got to like 64, it was Ocarina of Time and all those WCW versus NWO and all those WCW games. And I played those more than I did the WWF games at that time. And
All
then,
the wrestling
like,
games sucked ass then, though. They were all fucking terrible.
not those. Those were actually awesome. Like the whatever they call that. Like
Oh, I thought you were talking
system.
about Super Nintendo. You're on to the N64.
No, I'm talking about the 64.
Okay.
Yeah, when they did like those. Yeah,
Did
the
you ever
ones on the
play
Super
as-
Nintendo did suck. Yeah, you're right.
Did you
Yeah.
ever play like as Glacier or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I played with all the horrible characters because they were the best. Like fucking,
Really?
what was his name? Scott Norton was like, you could kill anybody with him on those WCW games. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why, but like they gave some of them just insane stats that to the worst characters on the game.
What's funny though is those WCW games started off good and then they changed the engine in it. You remember Nitro? That game
Yeah.
fucking sucked.
That's
Like,
because WWF took it. That's why.
I was wondering how that happened. Like I guess they just lost
it's-
the license.
If you look, like the WCW games started and they were fun, at least the N64 ones were. But then as soon as you get to WrestleMania 2000, that's when the WWF games get good. And then you have
Yeah.
No Mercy after that. But that's because they took the developers that were doing the WCW games, and then the WCW games got worse. Then you get your Mayhem and Nitro, and those games were just complete shit. But yeah, that's what happened.
Backstage Assault.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
wrestling game was all
Fucking
backstage.
horrible. the Thunder game, and
That's
yeah.
one that they need to get Rambo to do a playthrough of is WCW Backstage Assault.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it'll definitely
so
happen
bad.
now.
Oh, shit. That sounds awful.
Somebody mentioned Streets of Rage. I'll tell you another killer one for Super Nintendo was Final Fight. Like that was like one of my favorite, just button mashing
What about the
kind of game.
Illusion of Guy? That's the Final Fight or the Final Fantasy ripoff.
Final Fantasy. I never played any of those games to be honest.
I never heard of that one.
I think it's a very rare game at this point. Actually, it's like, what about Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
I remember
I think I
that.
played that.
Yeah, that-
You know the ones that they always talk about, like that suck. I played all those, like back in the day. I think everybody did, like Fester's Quest, and
Yeah.
like ones that people talk like Super Ghouls and or just Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins, whatever it's called on NES. Like all the ones that people are like these are the hardest. Like for some reason, those were like widely available back in the day, and
If
everybody
any-
played them.
If any of us four ever had a Neo Geo as a kid, it would have been Mark. I can say that.
I didn't
Yeah.
have one. I knew
I-
people that did.
I didn't know anybody had had it. I remember
I didn't either.
that
I
system
thought
was
it
like
sucked.
what was it, $600 or $700 or something like that back then.
Mhm.
It was and the games were like $100 a pop. I think.
I did have a 3DO though. I think that was the one that had like Samurai Showdown on it. Whichever one had that game, like I played the shit out of that game. I did have that. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah.
You couldn't really brag about having that. Though. I don't know. It was around for what 5 minutes or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was
Uh,
like the Atari Jaguar.
Battletoads was great. Somebody mentioned that. Altered Beast was great.
Wasn't 3DO like massively expensive? 3DO?
I don't remember.
It was
honestly.
higher, but I don't think it was like Neo Geo. Neo Geo
Oh.
wasn't it like a 64-bit system or something back in the early 90s? 64 or 32-bit. Like it was
It was
I
one of
just
the,
it was
remember
ahead of the curve.
it was the one where like everybody wanted it, but nobody could afford it. Like everybody was like, "God, I wish I had a Neo Geo," but like it was just like out of the realm of
But that
possibility.
system like had longevity though, man. It was around for a long time, and even still to this day, I can't remember the name of the actual. I think it was just Neo Geo. Goes for big money still. Like the price on those never went down.
I had
Ga-
this too, Justin.
Game
I
Gear
actually-
was awesome.
I had the George Foreman's KO boxing for it and used to play it all the time. Like in columns, I think was the Tetris
If
style.
you played it
game.
all
yeah.
the time, you had to plug it in the fucking wall.
Yeah,
You'd run out
you
of-
couldn't use the battery. Like the battery feature was useless
It
a
was
lot of times. Like,
six AA batteries too. 6.
yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
it went through them within like an hour to 2 hours. Like
Yeah.
tried to play it like that.
Oh God, the Virtual Boy. Get a damn headache playing
Yeah.
that thing. I had that. Wasn't fun.
That was
Did you
very,
hear about
yeah.
the supposed sequel to E.T. is going to be a hardcore horror film? It sounded interesting, not gonna lie. No.
Yeah, E.T. Was a Nocturnal Fears or something like that. It was like the kids did take him from these aliens, they don't be eaten, and E.T. has to go rescue them or something like that.
Maybe I'd like that one. I don't know.
That might change your mind.
I worked with a woman one time that looked just like E.T., shaped like him and everything.
What the fuck kind of comment is that?
It's the gummies talking, man.
That's a poor
All right,
woman.
let's get the fuck off here. It's 2 hours and 31 minutes into this shit. I appreciate everyone for being on here. This has been like one of the funnest shows that we've done, and also great concept. Mark worked out really well.
I think you could do a part 2 of this at some point. You could do another
Yeah, I
one of
think we
these.
could
People
too.
seem to really.
We
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
I'll be more prepared and have more to say than fuck Star Wars.
But it's not even like really about
That's a
what
pretty hot
any
take,
of
too.
us says. It's just like reading the chat too, like some of the shit that they're saying.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
conversations
that's-
out of that.
That's part of why I didn't really have a list of anything, just because I wanted it to be super interactive, and it definitely was. I mean, you guys have been great. Thanks for joining and watching.
Yeah.
It's a good
So, what the hell are we doing next? Because we don't have the interview now,
No, we do,
What's
but it's delayed.
right?
I
But we don't
think-
know when or anything.
Yeah, hopefully in the next month, maybe. You got Exploit Nation, the season 2 finale tomorrow or
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah.
Which is possession movies, like just the craziest possession movies from that time period after The Exorcist. So that'll be fun. Talk about Antichrist and Abby and Beyond the Door and all those movies that sucked, but follow
I
that.
watched Abby the other night. I don't know if I'd ever seen that movie before. And I love William Marshall. Like, I just think that guy's he's fascinating to watch, and he's a great actor and everything. Too serious maybe at times, but it works for him. But like, he couldn't help this movie at all.
No. Did she run at you like ET in the closet?
Yeah, basically. I think her knees were shot, so she couldn't really walk that well anyway.
We're getting the lore behind the ET woman now.
Yeah. Like, she couldn't bend her knees too well, so she did kind of waddle like E E.T.
Oh.
Uh,
All right, Matt. What do you got coming? I'm afraid to ask.
No, just a lot more requests to come. Thanks to people out there sending them. It's so many. That's why I'm uploading so much, because people have been nice enough to send so many in. So just trying to keep up with that. Amityville 2, that will be coming soon. Various other streamers too. Just we needed a sequel. Goodfellas, great movie. Watch that again. Even though it's a long one, that still holds up very well. And yeah, much more. So thanks to people out there. And how about you, Mark?
Finally going to get around to my unboxing, which I didn't get to do last time. Had a lot of family stuff going on, so I'll have that up this weekend for sure. And who knows what else? We'll see.
All right, guys. Well,
Pony's
thanks.
watch along's coming soon. Too.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
I'd be down for it.
That'd be amazing.
It's got to have its own song too. Like Ponies, Ponies, Ponies.
Pony's good enough.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
the Ponies are good enough for me.
Me. So huge thanks to like everybody that's been here. We've had like over 200 people in here the whole night almost, and it's been amazing. All the super chats have been amazing. Felser dropping in was great. Everybody that's participated in the chat, I appreciate all of you guys. And I guess the only thing left to say is that everybody dies, but Friday night lives.
What?
Yay!
I want all these people to click everything they're supposed to click.
You haven't been liking them, you haven't been subscribing to them, you haven't clicked the bell or notification or anything like that.
Folks, why don't you click the like button?
Do you hate us? Do you not want to see us succeed?
Why don't you click the heart button?
Is this something that you have against our particular show?
Why don't you subscribe?
You should click on one of them buttons right now if you want us to continue to breathe greatness into your life.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. You know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
Here's what other fucking Patreons do. They're like, hey, give us money and then we'll let you see a video early that we're going to release like a fucking week from now, and then that's all we're going to give you. Meanwhile, we have a literal jukebox full of songs, thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram and help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So Dead Pit on Patreon.com.